He was horrible. He was horrible. He
was terrible.
And he asked to be on the show.
He hounded him down to be on the show.
And didn't say anything and didn't say a word.
Man, he talked about oil.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it. I was like, what is this?
I was like, Dave, this shit is horrible, man.
You gonna say he need a energy drink? I was cracking up.
Then he was like, he went on mute, so he was laughing and snorting, and I'm like, what the hell?
So annoyed.
I was like, is he snorting?
You told him to go make a sandwich. Yo, y'all be brutal to the guests, man. Damn. Hold on, let me which view is better? I gotta fix this damn thing. All right. What's popping? DJ Hamper Stampede, we in the building. POV. Love, what's popping?
What's up? You see my shirt? All you need is love. Yeah.
Stop trying to show your breasts.
I'm trying to get chills like Dana.
Nope. Yo, Nina, what's good? I was trying to send you the link so you could come on tonight. Let me know if you want me to drop the link. I don't play that nudity shit, love.
That wasn't nudity.
All right. Sis, you got something too? You want a superhero? You want to put a cape on for one of these?
You lucky she had a bra on, damn, because it's 9:00 at night. Them bras come off.
Are bras uncomfortable?
Very much.
Absolutely uncomfortable.
Why don't y'all just wear sports ones? Are those comfortable?
That's way less comfortable.
Yeah.
Really?
All day, yeah.
They smash.
Really? So when you take your bra off, you get like relief?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah,
really?
Women that can relate to that. Like wearing a sling all day long.
Instant relief. Come on.
Don't you get
Nigga, you don't have the answer. I promise you.
don't
the
you
answer,
get
Sway.
wait, don't you get like desensitized to it?
No.
You get the worst it gets.
Nah, Nina, if you're gonna come on, you gotta come on now. Go clean your room so your background ain't crazy. And then I'll drop you the link. Damn. Okay. Dana, was good.
What's up? What's popping? What's happening? How you feeling?
Hey, shit, I thought you had a delay for a second.
Did I?
Yeah, it's good now though. You good, okay. You good, man. I see you took the fella's advice.
Which was
with your hair and all that.
Truth be told, I wear my hair like this most days, but I just normally throw it back in a ponytail if I'm coming on the show or if I'm getting ready to, I don't know, whatever. But most of the time I wear it like this anyways. I didn't even think about it.
Now, what you was gonna say? When you getting ready to what? Why you put in a ponytail? For what reason?
When she get ready to
clean the house.
Yeah,
clean the house.
Wow.
When I'm getting ready to do yard work, I don't want the sweat dripping in my eyes.
When she's about to be grown, doing grown woman stuff.
No doubt. Nay, what's good?
What's up, y'all? What's up?
Shit, man. You ain't on tour now? What's popping?
No, I have like 2 dates coming up. One in September, and I'm working on the 152.
Shit like that.
Okay. So what's that, book signing?
Yeah, and a book chat. You know who I gotta have on the MC in my whole event. Crack some jokes real quick.
No doubt. Shit like that, man.
Shit like that.
ShanaeFulton.com. Isha, what's popping?
What's good?
Hey, shit. Everything's everything.
Everything's copacetic.
That's too big of a word, Ish. You gotta make it small.
That's one of Hip's words.
Yeah, that's one of she don't know. Ish.
You only took AP calculus, not English, Ish.
Yes, I did. Ask sis. Sis, what's good?
What's up?
Ain't shit, you all right? Why your shit choppy?
Is it?
Yeah, man, you got to start paying.
Oh.
Put your shit on auto pay, man. You
What,
and Tay trying to pay on the last day. That internet, they start slowing your shit down by gigs.
I know they just sent me a text.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Tay, what's popping?
Hey y'all, hey, I get an email. You know my shit prepaid, but hi, I'm good.
Why you got what's her name behind you like that?
Who? Oh, I was doing some business shit earlier. That's my banner.
Oh, she into that type of shit too?
Into what type of shit? Candy coated cosmetics? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
It's a beauty line. It's makeup, lip gloss.
Oh, I was talking about the porno shit. Oh, all right.
Ain't no porno behind me. It's candy coated cosmetics.
Oh, who is that?
That's Candy Burris Tucker
From Hip Hop and Love and Hip Hop.
from Escape. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Cut it out, him. Cut it out.
Real Housewives.
Wow.
Real Housewife. That's where she's from, right? Can she even sing?
She can write and produce.
You know, I think that's subjective, but I believe she can.
Word. What you think, Ish?
I don't talk about rich people.
What? What are you talking about?
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Damn, man. It might be risky. Women's POV, we here. Yeah, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. All right. Let me ask you a question. Who originated this topic?
I did. I sent it to you. You come on.
No,
The overall concept.
Yeah.
I sent it. I did.
Okay. So relationships. So I just wanted to look at some relationships from you guys' point of view in hindsight. There's one notion that I have. Women are fake friends to each other. I don't feel like y'all super honest with each other. I don't feel like you guys are very candid with each other at all. Honestly, I told this story before. My wife was huffing and puffing around the house. Yo, man, I can't believe she keep bringing people to the event when they not even invited. So you gonna call her? Yeah, I'm gonna call her. Ring, 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 ring. Hey, girl. So I said, what the fuck? I said, you changed. You was Incredible Hulk 30 seconds ago. I'm like, yo.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
So, you know, I feel like if one of your friends go out, she look crazy, I don't say nothing until it's too late, or you might say something not directly. Just a whole lot of fugaziness. How y'all feel about that?
I think you're crazy.
Okay.
I think that it's.
Hold on. Let me ask everybody.
Oh.
She said I'm crazy. Miss Nay, what you think about that?
I've said before that I think a lot of times women be in competition with each other. So there's some validity to some of what you're saying.
You think it's more valid or less valid?
I'm going to say a little bit more valid.
Dana?
I kind of agree with you. I feel like a lot of times we can't say or.
My bad. Go ahead.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
We don't say things because we think it'll hurt each other's feelings sometimes.
Yeah. Isha, what say you? I'm crazy?
I think you are.
Why?
I guess it depends on the perspective, because I don't feel like I have any friends that I'm afraid to say what's on my mind to, and I welcome what they say to me. So I guess it depends on what type of friendship you have. Like, if I wish Ro was up here, because remember she was like she had 10 girlfriends, and it would be
10 she said 10 best friends at that.
Yeah, so it would be interesting to see like how many of those friends is she able to be honest with.
Call her, man. She just don't want to see her coworkers see you on her on the show when she don't go to work tomorrow.
Oh, I don't want to call her and she can't. She's
call her, tell her I bring her ass up here. Sis, I'm bugging.
Yeah, you're bugging. When you got a good girl best friend, you tell her, nah, that's not it. Change your hair, take your shoes off, stuff like that. We'll match. So
I'm gonna tell
you
you.
will.
I'm gonna get sis ass in a second. Tay, I'm bugging.
I would say so. And I would also add that who your friends are has a lot to do with who you are. So sometimes if you're not ready to hear those truths, then you're gonna hang around people who not gonna tell you.
Okay.
But
Oh, hold on, Hemp. My son said, "Is this you, Nay?" I said, "Yes, it is." He brought it to me so I could ask.
Oh my God. Oh, thank you. Come to my sign-in so I can sign it for him.
Okay, I
Thank
will.
you.
I don't know, man.
Stop the cap.
That's why I wore this hat for that reason too.
Can I give my explanation on why I think you're crazy? Just 30 seconds.
Yeah, nigga, please. Ain't nothing about you 30 seconds. Go ahead.
You're right. Long time. Love you a long time. So, if you have, you took me off. I think if you have real friends, so my circle of friends is very small, and I don't call everybody friend. And so if I can't be real with you, then I don't call you friend. And so that's why I say I'm a real friend, and I will tell you where you're wrong. I will tell you where you need to improve in some areas. I will tell you like, oh girl, that's not a cute look. Why you wear that? You should wear something different. I do that. And I'm open and vulnerable to my real friends to give me feedback as well. I am a friend for real. I'm not, calling everybody my friend. So that's why I think you're crazy. Now, according to your wife, I think maybe she did what she did because she wanted to preserve the friendship and she knows her audience. So again, you're telling the story, not your wife. So I'm not really taking what you say as 100% gospel.
Why?
Because you don't know what they said after the fact.
Why? Why would I embellish that? That happened.
Because you're not telling everything that happened from A to Z. Because you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm
I
saying.
heard, but the disposition changed though. I was there for that. I saw the disposition totally change, and the energy wasn't the same when they got on the phone.
Right. And so again, she wants to preserve that friendship. And I'm willing to bet at some point she did express her displeasure with her friend, but she didn't come in like a bull in a china shop because she wanted to preserve the friendship.
Fast forward, and that friendship, she ain't been invited to the last 2 birthdays for that girl.
You said she was not invited?
Yeah, Sharnice wasn't.
Oh, well, that's
Can
not her. The girl doesn't think she's a friend. Go
Can
ahead.
I interject? You know what I really think? I think that when women are friends, it's usually like friends that they had when they were younger and they may stay friends over the years. But it's a lot more difficult when you enter into your adult years to have these new friendships. So you're kind of like trying to fill these people out because you don't really know them like that. But I think that's why I said I think what you're saying, there's some validity to it here, because I have a group of women that I'm friends with from back in the day, maybe from high school, college, when I was growing up. But as I got older, it's really hard. Sometimes you be like, I don't know if I can tell her that because I don't know how she's going to take it. I think it's harder as you become an adult, to be honest, to formulate friendships. That's why I feel like what you're saying is valid.
Or Ratchet Conservative was popping.
Hey y'all,
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, good.
Yeah, what's going on? You all right?
Yes, I'm just catching the back end of the conversation. Thank you for inviting me, Hep. Hey ladies, how y'all doing?
Hey.
Hey,
No
girl.
doubt. Yeah, you only missed about 10-15 minutes. Yeah, we talked like 3 months ago, and we was missing each other. And I said, okay, there's an opportunity, and I'm glad you was able to respond. So, Nate, that's what I was like. I think you being more. I want to take my hat off every time you talk, because I feel like you're telling the truth.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. So, what is it more difficult since we grown ups? Like Isha, the girls that you trust like that, are they girls from like when we was younger?
One of my closest friends is someone I met maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. And I mean, to the point where I know when I walk out of the room, if somebody says something about me, she's going to check them. And so that's why I don't let anybody in my circle. I'm gonna observe you. I'm gonna see what you know what your fruit is, like how you want to act when I'm not in the room, and how you act around other people before I let you in my circle. It's not easy for me to call anybody my friend by any means.
LaShawn with the $5 super chat. It's very true. Women are phony and flaky with each other. Stop the cat. You can respond if you want to. You good? So let's talk about some of these relationships in hindsight. Tay, how'd you lose your last best friend?
Death.
Good God Almighty!
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
He died. That's how I lost my last best friend.
That don't count, kind of. Was y'all friends though? At least
we were friends for 8 years.
All right. God bless the dead. That wasn't no fun. Nay, how you lose your last best friend?
So, because I talked about this in the book. So yeah, it was a lot of disrespect. There was flirting with my son's father, flirting with a guy that I had talked to before, flirting with the person I'm with now, starting to use me like financially in a lot of different ways. And I was trying to be cool, and yeah, it was a lot of messed up stuff going on. Yeah.
And this was your best friend?
Once I started kind of like doing certain things in my life, it was a lot of stuff. It was like sneak disses, and there was a lot of people around me that kept telling me, I'm like, how these people don't know each other? Like, and they're all telling me the same thing. It was my best friend. Yeah.
Damn, so she just was doing you dirty from all angles.
Mm-hmm.
So ratchet conservative, am I bugging? I said before you got on that women's relationships are frivolous as hell. I don't feel like y'all really be good friends, real friends. What you think?
I believe that it really depends on what you categorize as a friend, right? Because everybody can't be your all-around friend. So you have different friends in different categories. I have my go out to eat friends. I have my business friends. I have my ratchet friends. I have my, I have different categories, but I had to learn that the hard way. So like Nate said, it was a lot of disrespect in my past friendships, and I had to learn you can't take everybody everywhere, and everybody's not for every situation. So that's how I perceive it.
So you hang out with people that you wouldn't do, you would go to dinner with, but you wouldn't go to the club with, or vice versa, or people that can't come around your kids, but you can go shake some ass with.
Yes. You got to categorize people. You got to put them where they belong. Some people don't belong everywhere.
Damn, that shit sound like a lot of work, don't it?
No, not really. I mean, because at the end of the day, you don't, I don't know. I forgot was it Isha that said it? It's really hard to trust people after people done, been disloyal, dishonest, or disrespectful. My biggest thing is disrespect. Hitting below the belt, just doing stuff that ideally, is just intolerable. You wouldn't want for me to do to you. So from that, I said, okay, well, if it's time to party, I'm going to call, because that's all we could do. If I try to bring her over this situation, it might cause some friction, or, it might not be what it is, but I still love this person. So I'm not just going to cut them off. I'm just going to keep them where they go.
Dana, don't all that shit sound like people that should be cut the fuck off?
Why you asking me, Hep?
I know you're gonna tell the truth. I know by your face, you like, yo, there's some wild shit being said right now.
I'm sitting over here trying to be quiet, minding my business.
You can't. Your poker face ain't good up here.
It's not. Man, fuck them niggas. No, they gotta go.
Oh,
they gotta go. I don't know. It shouldn't have to be so complicated. I feel like friendships, relationships, if they're true, if they're genuine, they should be easy. Mm-hmm. If like you can't be friends with me, I can't be friends with you if I can't tell you when you're fucking up, or when you're doing something wrong, or when you look crazy. Like I don't know. And you should be able to accept that and receive that, and know that it's coming from a place of love, if you know how I feel about you, and if we have a true friendship, and vice versa. So all that other shit, like, it's just fluff to me. It's weird. I don't understand it. I don't process it well. And that's why I don't maintain friendships very well, to be quite honest with you. But it's just, it shouldn't have to be so hard. Like I don't do gray areas. It's very black and white. Are we good? Are we not? I don't do the passive aggressive shit. If we got a problem, let's talk about that shit and be done with it, or let's not, and then move past it. But all this other weird ass energy, it's fucking weird.
So, said a word.
To play, facts. Now, to play devil's advocate for men's relationships, I never usually do this, but I've heard that men don't take it so deep. So we don't get into it that much because all we care about playing football, watching the game, hanging out, whatever the case is, and we good. If I call my mans, if I need some help with something, they come through. You know what I mean? But we don't necessarily. We're not the assumption is we don't talk about a lot of deep shit, so we don't really get into it that much. That's the stereotype anyway. Do you think that's why our relationships are longer lasting?
I think that's part of it, but I think in addition to that, you guys don't sit on stuff as long as women do.
Wow.
Whoa. Good God Almighty!
I knew he was going to say that.
Watch your mouth.
Y'all will confront.
Look, hold on.
Go ahead.
Now, after you said that, ratchet conservative starts just sucking the hell on that straw. Y'all straight? Don't start this shit, man.
Now this smoothie bomb as hell.
They took. Good God Almighty, man.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Dana. They fucking me up. Go ahead.
All right, real quick. Shout out to John the Baptist with the $5 super chat. Ratchet to many, this and that situation sounds more like associates rather than friends.
One more.
G Firm with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I hate to say it, but every woman I dated talked about their friends behind their backs and made me privy to their personal business.
Oh, they was pillow talking.
Wow.
Yeah, nah, real shit.
Yeah, but no, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that I don't feel like men hold their issues in as long as women do. They'll allow them to fester, or they'll bottle them up and not want to actually confront them or discuss them because they don't want to rock the boat, or because they're not sure how it'll be received. Men, you walk into a room, hey, yo, let me holler at you real quick. And it'll be squashed, or it'll be over. And y'all won't be good, but it'll be resolved much sooner than I feel like with women in our relationships. So it's easier to navigate. There's no questions. Again, there's no gray areas, no weird space to kind of move through and tiptoe around and walk on eggshells and shit. Like, y'all don't do that like we do.
Yeah.
It's not like basically there's things that women, what we'll get upset about, men are like, yeah, all right, bros before hoes. Y'all don't care about that stuff. It's like, it is what it is. Y'all gonna talk about it. Y'all squash it. Keep it moving. Women are gonna fester it, to your point, Dana, and they're gonna be acting funny style with each other. You do something wrong, it's like, I'm looking at you sideways, ho. Like, we gonna do stuff like that. Guys are not really doing all that, to be honest.
But along those lines, men are also with one another like, fuck your feelings. Like, did I do something wrong? Did I say something? I don't care how you feel about it. If I'm wrong, then tell me that I'm wrong, and I can, rectify that. But if you just feel some kind of way, then that's I'm not responsible for how you feel. And I think that's a huge difference. And with women, it's more so, and I hate saying this shit, but it is more so about how we make each other feel and how we respond to how things are said or how things have been played out or yada, yada, yada. And we're not actually a lot of times confronting the actual issue.
Yeah. I think because when we do end up confronting it, words are exchanged, and women are going to want to fight before anything. A lot of times it ends up happening. Men, I don't think that they'll do that. They'll just talk about it and then it's squashed. But
are we
women,
talking about grown ass women in
right?
There are some grown ass women that they get in each other's face. They be like, let me talk to you real quick. Let me holler at you. And then they do it. And then the words exchange and y'all flying back. Not say y'all, like I'm not a woman, but women are flying back and forth with words. And then it's like, now we're not talking. Sometimes it ends up becoming a physical thing. Sometimes I personally don't think that men end up doing that. It got to be something extreme for a man to get to the point where they ready to throw hands. But women are quicker to throw hands. If they not throw hands, they throwing a drink.
Not no friend, not somebody I call friend.
I don't know about that.
I've seen that though with
so
women.
big on loyalty. I'm so big on loyalty, and I can have a conflict with my friend and tell my friend how I feel. Like one of my best friends, we got in an argument because something came back to her that she thought that I said it because I was the only person that she told. And I'm like, I know so much shit about you. Why the fuck would I tell that thing? You know what I'm saying? She had to stop and think about it. And I said it to her just like, bitch, I know way too much shit about you to be talking about just that thing. That doesn't make sense to me, and it shouldn't make sense to you. I got mad because how you questioning me? But we were able to talk about it and get over that.
Yeah.
There's no name calling, no going to blows. No, that's just.
I didn't have that happen though. Not with me. It was more like let me confront you.
If it goes down to that point, they really wasn't your friend in the first place.
Right.
And I learned that very quickly because it was a confrontation. Like, let's just have a talk. And it was just a lot of other things. And then it became the low blows and all that. But
I think you actually have it backwards. I got to get sis in. I think men are more apt to probably get into a tussle or some type of fight because we can, like Dana said, we can shake it off. If y'all come to blows, that generally isn't y'all modus operandi. So that means it's fully escalated. I feel like at that point to no return.
Man,
with that part, you're right in that sense because with men, even if y'all do fight, y'all gonna fight and y'all gonna talk again. But women, nah.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
How'd you lose your last best friend, sis? What you do?
I don't lose a best friend. I don't do shit like that.
We lost you, sis, right?
No, nobody lost anything. I still got mine.
How long you been friends with these people?
I've been friends with her since sophomore year of college.
Okay.
So that's that.
Okay. So none of y'all lost a best friend except for Nay.
No, I did. I lost a friend because there's two things you ain't gonna play with: my son and my money. And she trying to play with my money. So
and play with my money in my relationship. Yes.
Anybody else lost a best friend?
So we were really close. So my best friend, I've known her for a very long time. We've been through different phases of life. A really good friend of mine, I don't know how it happened. One thing is like the money thing. Like, don't play in my face. Don't play with my money. Like, you playing in my, you were my friend. You took advantage of that, right? Don't take it. If I feel you're taking advantage of me and you're close to me because I call you friend and you do that, we have a problem. And I actually, as a grown woman, confronted this person. And because they were never wrong, I just was like, you know what? There's nothing else for me to say because you're not listening to anything I have to say. So we had this conversation, a grown person conversation, no blows. Now voices did get elevated because we were on the phone, but at the end of the day, we saw each other the next time, we discussed it again, and it was just like we were at the point of no return because there was a refusal to take accountability on their part. And again, don't play in my face, and I don't do that. So G Firm, thank you for the $5 super chat. Men, we only have two boundaries amongst each other. One, don't mess with my money. Two, don't mess with my woman. All else can be overcome. And G Firm, that's what women as well. Like
shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
Say men, but we already heard two women already before you even read this was about don't play with my money.
I think he's following up from his other chat though, that women will fall out over more than just these two things. Isha was giving her example of what you can't play with her. But Nay fell out with a friend that was playing with way more shit than that.
She wasn't a friend to Nay though. And Nay called her a friend. But if I was friends with Nay and saw, I would tell her, because I'm with your friend Nay, she's not your friend. She's flirting with too many people. I'm the kind of friend that's going to tell you for real what you don't see. So she was never her friend because you don't go from being a friend to literally an enemy trying to hurt you or sabotage your life. She was never a friend.
Yeah. And people kept coming to me telling me, yeah.
Would you have told Nay after you confronted the girl, or you would just tell Nay?
I would tell Nay because Nay has to make that decision, not me for her.
But you her friend.
I'm confronting.
I'm not going to confront the other. I'm not confronting that girl because if I confront that, hold on, let me answer. If I confront that girl and Nay doesn't see it, they're gonna be friends all over again. So what is the point of me even sitting there
No,
saying
no.
that girl?
So I say how it happened for me. I had other people that was coming to me and telling me, but my partner, I had to do like this because it almost like my partner almost beat that ass. Like it was bad, real bad. Because it was
all right, Nay. We using just as an example. So
Okay, so my point is,
yeah,
Q had. I'm assuming it was a Q.
Oh,
your
yeah.
partner.
well, you don't have to go down that, but you saying you ain't gonna say shit to the girl, but you her friend though. That's where it gets shaky to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, if
No,
I
you don't have to
confront the
restate
girl,
it. I'm just saying that's the point of
I'm
contention that we have.
asking you a question.
Okay.
If I confront the girl and we have it out, and Nay is one stuck in the middle, two doesn't see it, and she's still friends with her. What the heck just happened? Nothing got resolved. I want it to be resolved because I want to tell
Nay, please don't.
But no, because I kind of agree what she's saying though.
Well, wait, here's what I'm. Well, Isha, what do you think? Insist.
If you're not protecting me and my reputation while I'm not there, you ain't my friend. So if you see somebody doing some fuck shit behind my back, check them, because I'm gonna check them too. But then again, I always think that, you know, women from different areas act a little bit different, and maybe that's what my stance is where I stand at.
Sis? Yeah, and if Nay is really friends with you, Asia, then she's gonna respect it. She gotta respect it, or she gotta go too.
But if we're all friends, so sis, if we're all friends, right? We all friends.
That's a different situation.
Oh, okay. See, I thought we were all friends. I thought we were all friends.
No.
Go ahead. No.
Yeah, so this is the one where you see this girl doing some fuck shit. Nay's your friend. You know she's supposed to be Nay's friend. You know what I mean?
So me and the girl are not friends. It's not a friend group. It's okay. We're mutual friends with Nay. All right, go ahead.
Okay. So what were you about to say? Trying to justify the point. Go ahead.
No, it wasn't justification. I know that was the thing.
No, in the other scenario though, I'm interested to hear it.
I already said it.
Well, you're all friends.
When we were all friends, I already said it already, because Nay's put in the middle, because we're all a friend group. Nay's put in the middle, and if she doesn't see it or feel, oh, girl, it ain't that bad.
Oh, you're saying the same thing. Oh, all right.
I said that already. I said it.
For love, in an instance like that, I would think if we're all friends, then you would call like a friend meeting and confront it with both of us there. That's how I would do it.
I can do that too.
And y'all not all friends, because if she gonna do that to Nate, she gonna do it to you. I'm not.
Exactly. We're not friends.
Shit like that.
So Tay,
with you, Isha, 100%. She's not a good person.
So Tay, Love and Nate got some shit going on. You both of their friends. How you handle it?
That's between them. I don't play the middle. I don't.
Wow.
I don't. Ain't got shit to do.
So they both coming to you. Yo, Love ain't shit and they ain't shit. What you saying?
Go tell her.
That's
real life. Nah, for real. Sometimes you gotta have a break session. You gotta get in the room and say, look, I'm sick of this shit. Y'all, hash it out or whatever, or don't, but don't come to me no more. So yeah, I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
Would you, Sriracha, you agree?
I agree with Tay. Yeah. Go tell her. Keep me out of it.
I mean, if that's your friend, because my thing is, to me, I value my friendships. And if it's something I value, I want to keep it. You know what I mean? So you're going to do what you got to do. Just like any relationship, you got to put the work in.
Yeah. Okay. G firm with a fellow.
Go ahead.
Nay, I don't want to hear no more about the situation that you was in.
No, I was going to ask something that Tay said. Go ahead.
All right. G firm with a $5 super chat. I've noticed also when men fall out, we just keep our distance. Women will expose secrets and become worse enemies. Damn. Bruh. Well, you had a question for Tay? Go ahead.
Actually, I kind of like what he said. That is true. Now I just forgot my train of thought because you wouldn't let me talk, but it's all right.
Man, oh man, this is crazy. So y'all agree with this here?
I think it depends on your maturity level, because I'm not.
Ratchet, I know you watch this show. Yeah, all right. You're doing a lot of you do a lot of double dutching now. Answer the question.
I'm not. I think
What I'm saying is depends. You can say depends or some for everything. So, what you think about this? If you had to err on the side of yes or no?
No.
Okay. So, what do you? How do you think women act once they fall out?
Okay.
The
Because
enemy.
when I can't say some, now I'm like, all right, okay, well, I guess majority of women do that. So I can't,
God
okay, well,
damn.
I don't do that, but I guess others do. So I don't know.
You know, it'd be the person that say they don't do it that be doing it.
I remember my question for Tay. If you and
Hold on, Nay, I'm having a
oh, go ahead. Oh, because I don't want to lose my train of thought.
this nigga, man. Sis, say something to her.
Okay, so when you were saying like both these people are your friends and then they happen to talk to you, like you wouldn't feel some type of way, like okay, they're talking about each other. That wouldn't make you look at either one of them a little off, like they talking about each other and you're telling them to go tell the other person, like that wouldn't make you question.
No, I mean, because in that situation, like we've known each other 20 plus years, so it's not like, girl, at this point, we sisters. Like, bitch, that's your family, so go, go work that out. So, nah, I mean, it didn't. Maybe if it was a new relationship, and I'm not saying that's not possible to get deep with somebody new, but nah, that was something, to me, family could hash out.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. All right. Intimate relationships. Love. What did you learn about yourself from your past relationship? Uh-oh. You wish the internet was like Tay's now, huh?
Right. Because I'm like, I sent you this question, like, doggone, I have to answer this now.
Mm-hmm. You want to go last?
No, I'm gonna be a big girl and tell you for real, the real truth. So what I learned about myself is that I had to do a better job at establishing and keeping boundaries. I did. I had to.
What type of fucking SAT answer was that, man? Can you answer? Don't make me drink, please.
I had to. Okay, so let me.
This nigga's scared. This nigga's scared.
I had to establish boundaries because I let the person get away with too much. I
like
did.
What?
Now I ain't going that deep. No, on this show I'm not. Not on this show I ain't. But the fact that I'd established
nigga's scared.
Yeah, fine. I'm scared.
Why don't you go last, man? You acting all shaky and shit. I want to hear.
And I also had to. You're gonna let me answer this question.
PG-13.
And I also had to learn. I also had to learn that I had to love me more than I loved that person. I really had to learn that. Like I learned I had to love that person. Love me more than I love that person. Meaning, there were things that I was doing that went against something that I was like, I would never do that, or I don't want to do that. But I did that for that person. And I said I wouldn't do that again because it went against who I was as an individual. Boom.
Bruh.
Let me get some. Sis, you don't got nothing to lose, sis. What did you learn about yourself from your past relationship?
Sheesh. What did I learn about myself? That's a tough question. I ain't gonna lie. I was hoping Asia would keep fumbling. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I learned that I don't pick right. Maybe that's a good one. Yeah, I learned that I should pick in a different category. The rough around the edges ain't it. That's just it.
So it was on the okay. So your picking is poor. That's what you learned.
It has been, yes.
So what is the assessment when you picking men then? What did you do to improve it?
I don't know. They usually talking junk, or they usually got a certain walk, or it's just a feeling.
Timberland shirt.
Huh?
Timberland shirt.
No. That was in what?
Good
2000.
God Almighty.
That was 2000 what? 10, 11. But no, just that. Just the picking. I would go based off of how they made me feel versus asking the right questions or more questions. Just not picking.
So you think you were intentionally picking poorly based on superficial stuff?
Intentionally picking poorly. I don't understand. Break that down.
Like you knew they wasn't shit, but you was picking them anyway because they had a limp.
I guess I was hoping for more. Like I was, how you think you can fix, or you think they can change or get better, or fix one aspect of who they are, but you're like, oh no, this is who this nigga really is. Oh,
I got you, sis. You fell in love with potential. You fell in love with potential. That's what it is.
Yeah. Right there in the corner got potential, but
I think you're on that roller.
Put him in a fucking bed.
What is going on? Yeah.
All right, man. This question is painful right now.
It's a hard question, Ham. It really is, because it makes you reflect on yourself.
Don't give him no bail. Nobody gave you any bail. You still stuck in jail. So what? Somebody answer who think they can answer, because I'm calling on niggas. Niggas is freezing up.
I like what sis said, because I get it. I'm like, I think
nay. What you not gonna do? How do y'all say it? What you not gonna do is use sis answer for your answer.
Right.
No, ahead, I was thinking of that. Like I kept
mute. Go ahead, Eve.
What was the question? What I learned about myself? That
Kev was popping. You with Kev want to know. Yo, it's crazy, Kev.
Not enough. We ain't been drinking enough.
So what did you learn about yourself from your past relationship, Eve?
That I'm stupid when I'm in love. Like stupid. Like shit that, like, I be letting stupid shit pass.
Like what?
Dumb shit. This nigga I was dealing with had a whole baby on me, and I was ready to be stepmama for real.
Wow.
Well, my best friend was like, bitch, snap the fuck out of it. Like, snap out of it. Like, this not even you. Wake the fuck up. That's why you need a good friend and snap your ass to, like, bitch, I'm gonna hang up on you. You need to sit in the corner and think about the fuck you saying.
Damn. See, this, you know what?
You want answers.
Yo.
The truth.
Answering the fucking question.
I answered the question to him. You just didn't like what I said, but I answered it.
Yeah, listen. The chat, you got people in the chat that's even, right? Everybody know y'all now. They know y'all niggas is tap dancing, drunk, all types of shit.
I'll go
It's
next.
somebody else's fault. Go ahead, Tay.
All right. So one thing I learned, because I learned a couple things. One thing I learned about one of my past relationships is that I had some unhealed trauma. That kind of came unexpectedly, but I identified it and went for resolution. But yeah.
See, I'm getting a lot of hold on, Nate. Good God Almighty. Get you an original thought first and then unmute.
First of all, I type my answer so I can remember to say it. Thank you.
What's that?
Your daddy, Nate. Tay.
What's that?
I get it, man. I know the buzzwords. Okay. Unhealed trauma. That shit is all cute, man. But what did you learn, though?
Oh, I mean, I had to deal with that shit. I had to face it head on because it wasn't going to let me move forward into, the relationship like I needed to until I dealt with that situation. So
was it trauma from that person or trauma from before that person?
No, it was childhood shit that came up for me.
So that person did something and then it conjured what? A feeling, an emotion, a thought?
We were going through some things and it was a trigger for me. And I dug a little deeper and realized what it was coming from, actually.
Okay. So that person did something that reminds you of something else.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was actionable. It wasn't necessarily like words per se.
No, it was an action, a repeated action that was kind of triggering. Mm-hmm.
So you saying, oh shit, this is still a thing for me.
Right. And I realized I had to like go deal with it because I couldn't move forward successfully in that relationship until I dealt with, what was happening with me.
Okay.
That's real. Let me say, you know what? Abandonment issues. That's real. Abandonment issues. And I did realize that from that last one. That was a big deal. That was that was a slap in the face. So abandonment issues, yeah.
What does that mean? I don't understand that.
Abandonment issues in the space of
You're afraid they're gonna leave you?
left alone. Yeah, you're afraid they're gonna leave. You don't want them to leave,
Mhm.
and you'll do things and want them to stay, because you don't want to be alone. Right. So abandonment issues can show up in that way, can show up also in a way of I'd rather leave you before you leave me. And so I'm gonna cause an argument. Just let's just end it. Let me just be done with it. So it manifested in a couple of different ways. And that was big for me to even say it on this freaking panel because again, my real personal life, child, is a big deal. But that I did learn that, and because of as a result of that, I said I was going to purposely take time for myself
See,
to go through that.
the value you guys being candid without like exposing too much is open rebuke is better than secret love. It also says, you reprimand in front of other people so other people can learn. So you could say certain things that can conjure thought in other people, and that vulnerability that you display can go a long way. You remember when Lil Podcast was up here, he said this show stopped them from doing some dumb shit because y'all honest and y'all ain't scared to have the conversation. So you know what I mean?
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
With that being said, him, I thought that was vulnerable just now what I did. So you're saying, are you reiterating that, or you're saying I should have gone deeper? What are you saying?
He's saying good job for being.
That was a good job. Oh, thank you.
Thank you for being transparent because that takes a lot of courage, honestly. You're not alone. I'm sure it's a lot of people, I included, that's felt like that before. So thank you.
Yeah, you see what I mean? It'd be more motherfuckers than just you. You ain't special. I already told y'all niggas y'all average.
I am special. Thank you.
I've been telling y'all was average in hell, man. G Firm, Dana, you next, and Ratchet Conservative. G Firm, sis, what you snarling about? Turn on that goddamn light, nigga. G Firm with the $5 super chat. I learned 3 things from my past. It isn't always worth being right. Don't be a mistake hoarder. Number 3 is if we aren't growing, you're dying. Yep. Albert Einstein actually said, once you stop learning, you start dying. And then G Firm with the correction, if we aren't growing, we're dying. Dana, Matt with the $2 super chat. I'm curious to know what Dana Mina has got to say.
Matt, we were all good a week ago. What happened, Matt? It was all good just a week ago. You too, Mike Brown. I saw your shit. Okay, so what I learned about myself from my last relationship is that I don't know when to let go. You have to break up with me because I can't break up with you. And the reason that I say that is because I struggle with trying to discern when it's time to fight for your relationship. Like this is a part of the struggle. This is something that we need to overcome and we need to work through versus, girl, you got to let that shit go. Because me, I'm going to fight until the end, and it can get ugly, and it can be, I'll put myself in situations that I don't belong in or that I don't deserve. When there are clear signs that it's time to leave and time to walk away, and I'm like, no, this is where you're supposed to tough it out. That's why relationships don't last. That's why people don't stay together. And it's clear as day, like, bitch, get your shit, hold this motherfucker accountable and get out the way. Go on about your business. He is not the beginning and the end. He's not the alpha and omega.
Yo, Dana, would you venture to say a lot of people deal with that?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. I feel like we
denial.
I don't know if I would classify it as denial, and I'm immediately calling back to what Ish was saying before. But I don't know that it's denial per se, because it's different. Like I know what it is and I'm calling it for what it is, but still deciding to work through it. So I'm not denying what's in my face, but I'm still making a conscious decision to try still in spite of the circumstances.
The denial is not facing the fact that it's irreprehensible.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, that's just not to say you don't understand, you don't see the issue. Thinking that we can repair it is where where love takes over and love becomes insanity.
Yeah, that shit is fucking stupid. I can agree with that though.
Yeah, no, we all stupid in that way. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what wouldn't you do for people you love to a fault?
Yeah, it's intense. I'm a much y'all think I'm a bully for real. Hampa tell you I'm so nice in real life.
She nice. Corny nice.
I'm corny nice in real life.
Yeah.
I love so hard. I really, really do. When I fuck with you, I fuck with you hard body. And it's really difficult for me to let go of people that I fuck with. And if I don't understand, if I can't make sense of why it's not working, I'm gonna keep trying to make sense of it and justify it and fix it until shit just moves the way that I think that it can or has the potential to move.
No, that's real, man. That's real. Ratchet, go ahead. What you think? What did you learn the most from your past relationship? About yourself, sorry.
About myself, that's a good question. I need to figure out what exactly I want. I feel like every situation is just a go along, and I have never really determined in the beginning, okay, this is what I want. So I think that's been my biggest thing.
So how does that manifest? Like how you being treated, the worth of the man? Like what was it?
Pretty much, I feel like every situation was different. In the last couple of relationships, I would say it was more so of just companionship, just wanting companionship and not saying, okay, well, we need to be on the same page, like knowing that, just going along to get along, like, oh, we'll get there. Oh, okay. All right, we're dating right now. Okay, now we're together, like, but not actually verbalizing what we actually want or what I actually want to make sure that we're both on the same page.
So I can speak for the fellas, but they might disagree. A lot of time we get to the relationship when she asks us like that cliche, so what are we or what we doing? Because a lot of time we'll just ride the wave, like, and not commit. But then if she maybe put a little bit of, I guess you would say pressure, then we might start, all right, you know what I mean? Like, so that might be a necessary evil that y'all gotta say something like, all right, nigga, it's been a year. Like, come on, my G. Like, you know what I mean? You gonna take me personal or not? All right, Nay, you should. Jesus Christ.
No, honestly, I actually just picked up my book to open up. I said, "Oh shoot, I actually did say something about this."
You using the fucking
yes, because I remember I want to make sure I'm like that. I said what I said. I learned I had codependency. I learned that from my last relationship. I was so dependent, and I felt like I needed other people to validate me in a sense. And I use that as like the way to make me feel like, okay, well, they love me, and I got to do all these different things. Like I depend on other people for that love and affection. I did that a lot, and I didn't realize. I was like, I'm not codependent. I'm mad independent. No, the hell I wasn't. I was mad codependent on other people and didn't realize it.
So you needed approval from others.
Validation, yeah. And that to me, that's a toxic behavior, actually. And I didn't realize that either. That's real toxic. I'm accepting any and everything, even if it's not good for me. I'm accepting it. And then I'm forcing myself into spaces that I should be forcing myself in because I'm like, I want to be loved so bad. And I'm toxic to myself.
Yeah. No, that's real. And does it actually work?
No, it doesn't. That goes back to what Tay said about that healing part. And that's why I kept attracting toxic people because it was like, I'm missing this. I'm missing different aspects of my life because it's like, well, I have abandonment issues and rejection issues. So yeah, it doesn't work.
So when you get the validation, how does it actually affect you?
For me?
So like like just maybe it was more superficial. Like, oh, Nay, you look beautiful today, right? But maybe you having some conflicts about how you feel about how you look. When somebody says that to you, how does it actually affect you? It doesn't. Like, it doesn't work, or is it short lived?
It's short lived because I didn't love me at all. So because I didn't see that in myself, it's like somebody else said it was like, okay. And then if they did something the opposite of it, it made me feel like, but I thought they said they loved me. No, they don't love you. And then it's like, for me, if I didn't love Shanae, like me, then it doesn't matter what somebody else said. I had to love me first. And I clearly didn't love me first. That's why I was accepting the toxic behaviors.
So now how does it work for you now? Do you get motivated by people's words? Or do you say it's all about what I think?
I think about me first. If I feel it in myself, and people may see things in me that I don't see in myself, and that's fine. But it's not to the point where it's like, okay, because you said it, it's like, now I got to believe it. Like, yeah, so you feel like I'm beautiful? Yeah, then I am. No, do I believe I'm beautiful first? Do I believe I'm a great person first? It doesn't matter that you're saying it. I have to believe that in me too. But that took a lot of work. A lot of work.
Man, okay. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Savage was popping. Savage Red Recovery with the $5 super chat. We're never on the same page, and we're back to being heard. Yes, Queen, be strong and independent. LOL. Do krill trips for you. LOL. Where did that come from? Are they arguing?
I don't know. Was I mentioned something about independence and codependency?
They might be in the chat going at it. I don't know. Damn. Okay. So
Barney had a super chat too, Hamp, that you missed.
I missed one.
Barney, you showed it, but you didn't.
I showed it. I ain't read it.
Yeah.
Barnabas with the $5 super chat. What dirty deed did Love do to Love to try to keep her man?
Pick one. Pick one. I did a lot.
Give us one.
It's one to think with dirty deed. I lied. Huh? You said what?
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. I lied for the man. I lied for him. One time I had given money, actually. I gave money when I was younger. What else? I mean, I did a lot before my maturation occurred.
Wait, you gave him bread to stay?
No, he said he needed it. He said he needed it for this, and this, and that. And I was like, oh, I got you.
Wait, did you give it because you didn't want him to leave, though?
No, I gave it because he said he needed it.
Oh.
But thinking about it, if you get to the root of it, it was to make him happy. Because the nigga had a job. He had a job. So I did it. If I get to the root of it, it was really to make him happy, and it was very performative. So I had performative love before. So to make him happy, because I knew if I gave him money he asked for, I gave it to him. I'd make him happy. Here you go. You got it. I got you. I got you. I got you. That was my thing. I got you. I want you to know that I got you. But that was the wrong. I shouldn't have to prove in those types of ways.
Okay. Savage with the $5 super chat. Men love you first, so do all the things you want to do. Don't take care of anyone but yourself. Me, city boys, we out.
Yeah, you're right about that though.
Matt P with the $2 super chat. A little toxic, cool. I need my woman to have an edge. He gotta expound on that. Hank with the $5 super chat. Hank, what's popping? What's good, Hank? Hello, ladies. I see my girl Love is up to her tripping. Nay, where's my damn book? Nay, what's up with this shipping, man?
It comes on Amazon.
Nah, don't blame.
Order it. Go onto my page, and it's going to direct you to Amazon.
Yo, Hank, man, listen, man, put a complaint in, man. To NateFulton.com for all complaints.
We're messing with my numbers, Hank.
G Firm with the $5. I disagree with you, Hank. If a woman has to ask a man of anything, it's because he doesn't want to do it. We are proactive when we want to do something. Yeah, you might have a point. I just know that we'd be like, I just feel like it can be a catalyst, you know. But yeah, we're not gonna do it if we don't want to. But I think if it's an idea, I think that conversation can push it forward. But you might be right. Savage with the $2 super chat. Love loves Pookie.
Wow.
Oh my god, it's crazy.
I hate that y'all have made that a thing here. The Pookie thing. I've never heard that outside of this podcast.
Well, that's all over YouTube.
Yeah, take that down. Nobody think about his ass.
Pookie, Ray.
Please.
I'll take it down.
And first of all, I said that was a long time ago. So what the fuck are you talking about?
You better use the F-bomb. I love it.
And you know I never do. Like, you know, I never do. Like,
I know. Good on you.
All right. So I think it's a good segue here. Cause I heard a lot of this. A little bit. No, I think maybe it might have been the last segment. I had to don't act like I ain't had to pull that shit out of y'all. Don't stop acting like you did it on your own.
Well, no, I mean, but we had to, you know, prime the pump. We had to get used to it. But once we did, we started talking. So we good. But I thought everybody on the panel said what we learned, not necessarily it was his fault, is what we needed to do. I think we all said that.
All right, well, let's answer this question. Because you tap danced and SAT worded us to death when you first tried to answer.
And then what happened towards the end? How'd I end it? How'd I end it? What's important is how it is, not how it begins. What wise person said that?
You better put that cup behind you to where you can't reach it. Good God Almighty. When your relationships fail, how much of the responsibility do you hold? Now, this is in hindsight, so I should have used did or whatever the case is. But
I'll go. When I was married, when my marriage ended, it was more so I was like, him, he did this or he didn't do this. But then after I started to go, you know, heal myself and took a little bit of therapy as well, it was like, okay, I didn't do this. I come from a family where like love is understood. It's just not expressed. So I didn't know how to express love. And he comes from a family that was really touchy-feely, hug, we love. Mine was, here's money, you know, you good. So I had to learn, okay, I couldn't do that. And that broke my marriage as well.
Damn.
So
man, that's tough.
Yeah.
So
that's tough. So how do you?
I'm sorry.
Isha, sorry we were so rudely interrupted. Damn. So when did you come to that realization? Like, how long did it take?
It wasn't too far after the divorce, but yeah, I would have stayed mad at him had I not. So I was able to forgive because I had to say, and I called him. I was like, you know what? I played a role in this too. But that's the only way that the healing came is when I took accountability.
Have you found the grass being greener?
I found that the sex is way better.
Shit like that.
Damn, so ain't no going back, huh? Mike Brown said, spin the block, Isha. That's what I was thinking. But he can't. If he hear this, he ain't going back. That's for damn sure. Savage with the $2 says, shout out to accountability, Isha.
Shit like that.
Damn. That's real. So what would you say percentage, if you had to look back in hindsight, are you responsible for? And maybe just that one.
And am I responsible for like the marriage not working?
Yeah.
I did a whole lot more stuff. So I'm going to say.
God damn.
Wow.
I was one of those. I'm smart. I'm educated. Look, nigga, I'm making the most money anyway. You don't have to be here. I'm gonna be good.
Damn.
So yeah. So I'm gonna say probably about 60%.
Okay.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Do you think you so you emasculated him and all that? Damn.
I absolutely did, but I didn't. I was still young, so I didn't see it as emasculating. Now, when I'm dating a man, I'm more cognizant on what I say to a man and his ego. So,
You should drop the bomb, man. Ratchet, what'd you say? How much of the responsibility do you hold for the failure of your past relationship?
Oh, that's a good one. I would say 25%.
25%?
It wasn't my fault. It was their fault.
Can you tell us what happened, or is that too intimate?
I mean, I think in one of them.
Nah, the last one.
I don't know. I don't know if he knows that I did what I did, or maybe it's just in my head because he started acting different. But that's the only one where I can think of I really did something wrong. Other than that, it was all their fault.
You gave some cheeks up?
They dropped it. No, I didn't even do that. I just went on a little trip, had some fun.
No,
but
we
didn't
don't
do
know.
nothing physical. I didn't even, well, did I?
Wow.
Anyway.
Wait a minute now. You went on a trip with another dude?
Yes, and I think he possibly saw some videos in my phone because he used to go through my phone. And then he started, but I don't know. He never said. He accused me of talking to somebody else who wasn't in the video, so I don't know if he knows. But that's the only time that I ever did. I felt like I was wrong.
He knew.
He knew. Hold on. Is that when it took a turn?
Yeah, it took a huge turn. But he kept saying some other dude name who I was texting, but I never met up with. But he never said the dude name who was saved in my phone, who the video came from. So I don't know.
So, all right. So you was texting a nigga, and hold on.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out. Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
So, and you saying you only got 25% responsibility?
I mean, out of all the past relationships, in that one, I think I was probably 50% wrong, because you have to push me to
stop the cap.
You gotta push me to bore, to start searching for entertainment elsewhere. Like, other than that, so
but you said it took a turn once he found your shit in the phone.
Yeah.
So if it took a turn once he found the stuff, you wilding right now.
What?
What, my?
I mean, he pushed me to that point. And he shouldn't be
How
going
he
through
push
my
you
phone
there?
anyway. He disrespected me by going through my phone. I don't go through men's phone. So don't go through my phone. That was disrespectful. So that's more points on him for disrespecting me.
So he went through your phone, and then it was no holds bar after that?
I mean, go looking, what they say.
You're gonna find it, I guess.
What they say, right? So I don't know, but out of all my relationships, I think 25% maybe I was wrong, and that was the only relationship I felt like I was probably in the wrong, somewhat 50%.
But you went on a date with another dude, and he had videos of you, and you were texting another nigga.
I mean, you should have kept me intrigued.
Oh my God, man. Yo,
keeping it real. Like, life is life. Like, men, feel that way too. But honestly, with women only go searching elsewhere once they feel like, that man has pushed them to their limits. And I couldn't break up with him because he owed me some money. So
yo, what the fuck is going on?
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
I mean,
Oh my
I didn't
God.
want to be on the chopping block.
Jesus Christ.
It's not
Savage
looking
with
good.
$2. I have to take my last super chat back. you at 75% in that motherfucker for sure.
Okay.
All he did was be born. Black.
Nah, he did a lot more than that.
All right, well, yeah,
He tried to sabotage my business. Like, he did a lot. Like, he raised my blood pressure. He used to stress me out, going through my phone, arguing with me all the time, like a female.
Bruh.
It was just crazy. He drove me to the edge.
Oh my God.
And I could not just walk away because, money was indebted.
This shit sound crazy. I can't wait to clip this up. This is this gonna hit 1 million views when I put this clip out there for sure. Good God Almighty, they gonna make this gonna go viral.
Story is long.
Black America with $5. With that attitude is more like 60%. Yo, Black America was popping. I think she more at 80%, man. With what she just uncovered. Matt with $2. Ratchet lying her ass off.
Listen, I don't lie. True story.
I think he talking about, did you give up some tang on that date? That's what he talking about.
On the trip. I mean, like, if the clip go out, I didn't admit anything.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like
Plead
that.
the fifth. Savage with the $2. If she goes on a trip without you, she's a side chick. Damn. Matt, Hamp, you want me to boot her? Just say the word. Nah, Matt. Chill, bro.
What did I do, guys? All I did was be honest. He asked me a question. I didn't think I was gonna go second. I thought I have more time to think of something, but
I respect your honesty.
Honest.
I respect the honesty, for real.
Damn. Let me get a couple of these more and then tear you up. Savage $2. You can't save them. They don't want to be saved. Oh, I'm supposed to fucking sing it like J. Cole. Hank, $2. That ratchet name fits ratchet conservative well.
Wow.
It is what it is.
T.O. with the $2. Oh, she a goer. Damn. Damn, Black America said you can get booted. Good God.
I hurt some feelings here. Like, I didn't date none of y'all. Like, what y'all mad for him for?
Damn, hold on. I gotta read a few more of these take because they pertain. Savage. Men invest in cat and dog food and wine in nursing homes. It will fund your retirement. Sway was popping. New episode of School Administrator Diaries. What? T, she for the team. Damn.
Look.
Good God. Mike Brown said, you ain't like that nigga from the jump.
I was in love, okay? I was head over heels.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
At first, okay? At first. Like, y'all act like y'all relationship perfect. Like, come on now.
Savage with the $5. They hate when they get the same treatment they do. Yeah. John, $5 super chat. John was popping. I don't normally do this, but your name fits, not the conservative part. Yo, Antoine said it's too much. Pineapples. And T.O. said the streets had her on speed dial. Tay, man, jump in here, please. Good gracious.
Wow.
I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so I would say I take like 60% of my last relationship's failure.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really want it anymore. I didn't want it anymore. It was long distance. I was trying to on my career, build my brand and myself and get my education. So I was not really into it. So yeah.
You focused on your education, you said?
It was mostly my fault. Yeah, because it was too hard to do long distance and I didn't really want to keep trying to I was too broke to be trying to go see her and shit like that. It's too much.
Okay, so you wasn't really willing to invest in it.
No, but I was a long time ago. Y'all know, over a decade ago. But yeah, I really wasn't. I wasn't willing to invest the time or the energy, and I honestly just didn't have the money. Period. That's where I was in life at that moment. But
so money would have changed it.
I mean, it would have helped in terms of us seeing each other more frequently. But with the situation, both of us fresh out of college, like we ain't have shit, so we were both trying to get on solid ground.
Was you getting any cheeks locally?
No, I was not. No, I wasn't at the time, anyhow.
Okay, because they mentioned local options can be a tough thing for long distance.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it that wasn't my distraction.
Okay.
Me, the relationship was a distraction at that time.
So you ain't like her that much.
I loved her. No, I loved her. I really did. But I choose.
You love school more.
I love me more.
School. Well, you said school, and
yeah, my job. I had just moved up here to work, and right, like it takes some time.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody else?
I wasn't responsible at all.
Bruh. Wow. Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
I was such a great girlfriend. I cooked. I sucked dick. I gave him sex when he wanted. I left him alone. I didn't bother him during games. It was great. The problem is he wanted to be single with the perks of being in a relationship. So we ended up breaking up after I started reacting to the fuck shit he was doing. I didn't start acting crazy until he started doing shit to make me act crazy. Like, as an example, I didn't start Googling serial numbers on condoms until I thought he was cheating to find out how many condoms were initially in the pack because that nigga was lying.
Wow.
How
So
old are you?
I guess I can take responsibility for the crazy part after he was cheating on me. But I mean, initially, shit was sweet. That was good. I didn't drive that man to do nothing crazy.
Hold that thought.
Dane, I love you because that was funny as shit. Wait, what?
Hold that thought. I want to read the super chats that pertain to the answers real quick. Savage, you were only head over heels on that Pound Town trip, Ratchet. That's what he's saying. I think they're gonna leave you alone. Yeah, here you go. Savage with the $5. She lying. Money would give a reason. Would have given her a reason to put up with it.
To put up with what?
No. Fate. When Tay said money was the reason why she couldn't see.
Oh.
T.O. said she was getting that education, all right. Yo, they calling Cap, Tay.
They also don't see the degrees, so.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
So you was the nigga in the relationship.
Nah, I was the female and she was the female. We was having female loving.
Wow.
Oh man, Black America. I want to marry her as long as the head game's still right. And that was on Dana. Go ahead, Dana. Damn. So you saying you take zero accountability?
I'm saying that I take zero accountability for the initial downfall. Once shit got messy, and it was back and forth, he would do. I really didn't fuck anything up in this relationship for real. It was really just me being reactive to the fuck shit he was doing.
Damn. And how long ago was this?
We broke up when I turned 30. That was 8 years ago.
Damn. So your last real relationship was 8 years ago?
Yeah, I have not been in a relationship in my 30s.
Jeez. How long you was with that nigga?
5 years.
Damn. Damn, man.
Wow.
That shit is sad, ain't it?
That shit.
Bruh.
Good.
Dana, was
Great.
he the same age as you, or was he older or younger? What was the age?
He was 4 years older than I.
Oh wow, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking if he's like young, you were like 25 to 30, y'all were dating. Well, your age.
Nah, he was older a little bit.
Right. So
Mhm.
I'm saying, but you were 25 to 30, so he was like 30 to 35.
Yeah.
I'm just trying with the age because I would think the man that had a good woman and he's 30 plus, you know, he would have appreciated a good woman like that. And now he's probably punching the air right now, kicking himself.
I don't think he is. At the end of the day, and I say this about most people that I've dated, and I've said this before. He's a good person. I don't think he is good in relationships, especially not at that time. I don't know who he is now, and you know, I mean, that was so long ago, and what kind of person he is and how he's grown from shit now. But at the time, he just wasn't ready to be in a relationship. And so he acted like he didn't want to, he wanted the perks. Like he wanted to want to be in a relationship. Like he wanted to want to be married. But the nigga was at the club every week and he was still like running to Miami every other month and, you know, doing single nigga shit, but wanted the perks of being in a relationship, but still wanted me to kind of like wait in the background. So when I am ready to like stop my fuck shit, I'll be ready to marry you. But in the meantime, let me fuck with these hoes real quick. And you know, it is what it is. But
I was just fucking those hoes. I was gonna get right back.
I was gonna get right back. Exactly that, Ish.
Exactly at least Hove wasn't lying though. Good gracious.
No,
he wasn't.
No.
Kev,
I don't have bad things to say about him. Go ahead. Sorry.
It's all good. Kev with the $2 super chat. I love me a crazy woman. Dana, what's your number?
I'm not crazy.
Damn. Hank with the $5 super chat. Ratchet doesn't deserve another bit of that another bit at the marriage apple. She's a lifetime side chick. God damn, these niggas. Yo, Antoine with the $5 super chat. The question said relationships, not just the last relationship you had. All right, Twan. God damn, nigga. I typed it up. Twan's an asshole.
He is. So let me answer the question real. Well, go ahead and you can read that.
Hold on. But yeah, but not Twan, you're right. But I wanted to see. I kind of had to tailor it down based on I think what was the most interesting. Savage is $2. Underwater basket weaving don't count. Tay got a real degree, I think. It ain't underwater basket weaving, is it?
No, it's not. It's a master's in business administration.
T with the $5 super chat. Women in accountability is like a junkie avoiding withdrawal.
Yeah, every woman was accountable today.
Black America with the $5. Dana, come to Vegas and let me take care of that thing for you. Red flags from Savage. Go ahead, love.
Yeah, I learned a lot about myself even with my marriage, but I'll take 50%. I'll take 40%. I'll take 40.
Why was it initially 50?
Because it was a reaction for every, it was a reaction to what was going on. But I am taking some accountability. At first, I wasn't. I'll be honest with you. I was not at first. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. But as I reflected, I did, because I didn't work or fight like I should have. I became very indifferent. And like my marriage therapist said, indifference is worse than hate. Because with hate, at least you have an emotion. Indifference, there's nothing there. Like you don't have any emotion or anything tied. And I was like, that's a good point, because I was indifferent. I was like literally shut down. And I didn't do... I could have helped or worked it out a little bit more, tried a little bit more. But I didn't. And so again, I realized now where I had my deficiencies, and I've, worked on them and still working on them. But I learned a lot. So now I know in my next marriage I'm going to be a superstar.
What's the deficiency that you already fixed?
Yeah, that in my marriage, the deficiency I fixed definitely was not always having to be right.
Shit.
In my marriage, not to you or these niggas on this podcast. You hear
I
what I
just
said, right? When I first said my marriage to my
I just
man.
don't know how you're gonna be able to flip it on and off.
Easy. I'll flip a lot of stuff off and on.
Just because, like, remember you said even with your friend, you said she refused to be wrong. I was wondering if I was a fly on that wall on that conversation.
Wait. Say it again.
Mhm.
Wait.
Your
Oh,
friend, remember you said
okay. The one with the money.
if I was a
Okay,
fly on the
yeah.
wall, I would bet that neither one of y'all were wrong in that conversation.
No, you would bet you would lose that bet, Ham.
But you just said specifically you wouldn't be wrong in your marriage, but outside into these niggas,
No, that's
you
not
gonna
what
be right.
No. What I said was I don't always have to be right. Now, if I misspoke,
In your marriage,
I honest out there and said, I honestly got that I said I learned the deficiency that I fixed and I've worked on that I don't always have to be right, have to have the last word, right? That's what I
yeah,
thought I said. Maybe I
in
didn't.
your marriage, but then you made a point to say in your marriage.
In
So
my marriage, yeah.
outside, and with that friend, what I'm saying is if I'm using deductive reasoning,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm going to deduce that you weren't wrong in that conversation either, because that's a hard thing for you to achieve.
That's not, but that's what I'm saying. You don't even know the dynamics of that conversation or the friendship. I told you a very small snippet of it. And in that conversation I had with my friend, it was actually their idea not to talk to me anymore, to sever the ties. In that conversation with my friend, I told them my stance. I felt a certain way. I said something. I explained, no, this is what I really like. We had a dialogue, and I don't want to get into it. We had a whole dialogue. It wasn't me having to be right in that conversation. I expressed how I felt. I expressed where we went wrong, where I went wrong, and how I felt with what they did. It was not a need to be right in that conversation at all. What the downfall of that conversation was the yelling at me and talking over me and a whole bunch of other name calling. I don't work like that.
So you're saying that you're going to be able to admit to being wrong specifically in the marriage aspect of your life. I find that hard to sustain if you're going to have to flip it on and off. Shouldn't that become your modus operandi to become open to being wrong?
No. So with my friends, and again, this I'm about to break the fourth wall and tell the real truth. This podcast is not even me. And so when I talk to my real friends, we have conversations. We have dialogues. And we can have grown woman critical conversations. Hell, I even teach it. So yes, we can do that. If I'm talking on this podcast, it's a totally different dynamic. This is not real life. This is not how it's real operating in real life. And so if I'm wrong, I have no problem saying I apologize, I'm wrong in real life. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. Whether people choose to believe that on this podcast, like the comments or even you, that's on you. I'm surprised that you would believe that. So I thought you knew me better than that. I have no problem saying I'm wrong.
No, you have a problem with it. I'm not saying it's impossible for you, but you have a problem with it for sure. You'll argue down till the cows come home. Can you get there? Can you get there? Yeah, I'll say that. But that ain't an easy thing for you, i.e. one of the things that you had to work on.
Yes, you asked me a question. What did you work on? And I said what I worked on.
See, even right now, right? I'm having a conversation with you. You want to make sure that what you said is what you said, and it's not, though. It's not. But it's okay that it's not. Yeah, right? I asked because I asked what you fixed already.
Right.
Yeah, and you said not always having to be right. And correct. I'm saying we need to assess that because it's still a very hard thing for you to get to sometimes.
On a podcast?
No, but just generally. Because it's hard. If you live like that, how you gonna say it's just so easy in real life, but then we talking on the internet and you like, I don't do it at all.
I don't, because one thing on this podcast to be very concise and very quick and very succinct, right? There's a certain type of flow you have to have on this podcast. You got to answer questions. You got to answer questions at different angles coming at you, left to right. You got to go real fast with it. if I'm in when I'm in real life with my friendships or my potential mate, there will be able to slow down and have a real conversation, have a meeting of the minds. Absolutely. That's real life. This podcast is not real life. I don't have 6 people or probably we have on this podcast listening to my conversation, and then a bunch of more people in the comments or in the comments saying things. So that's not real life. And so we can have a true dialogue. And again, I learned I don't always have to be right and always have to get my point across. When I was married, I felt I had to do that. I had to stress, no, what I mean, da-da-da-da. I wouldn't do that in my next relationship or my marriage. I would not do that. On this podcast where we're supposed to talk. Yes.
All right. I can't.
You can choose to believe it or not.
No, I'm not even saying that. Just you talking about being succinct. I ain't no. All right. I'm just saying, like, you gotta listen. We've been being real all night. We gotta assess if something is actually repaired, and if it can rear its head, right? Because people don't change their mask. So if it can rear its head easily, we need to reassess it.
Yeah, my man wouldn't talk to me though the way some of these men up here talk. And so yeah, like it's
he would.
It's a different dynamic.
Yes, he would.
No, he wouldn't. Not
He
my
would talk
man.
to you. He would talk to you
like this.
Yeah, he gonna talk to you how Adrian talks, how I talk, how Chief talks. Yeah, of course he would.
Maybe how Chief talks, because Chief does talk a certain way. So maybe how Chief talks, and when Adrian, at certain times when Adrian talks, when he's not purposely trying to be opposite, yeah, because Adrian says a lot of great stuff on the podcast. He absolutely does.
Yeah, but they're gonna deliver you information because what I'm saying is you ain't gonna be able to keep that mask on all day long. It's gonna come off. Is my point, and you're gonna have to deal with some struggle and strife.
I don't feel like a mask on.
When somebody's a certain way, they're not gonna change, but they got to try to control that portion of them. But sometimes they may lose control of that portion, in which case it's gonna rear its ugly head, and then the man's gonna start talking how he need to talk. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, you're saying his mask is gonna come off?
No, you too, because you're gonna have a need to be right. You're gonna get an urge. It's gonna start to bubble right here, and you're gonna have to fight it.
I don't agree with you on that part, because will there be perfection?
It makes sense not to agree. It don't. What I'm saying, it don't even make sense not to agree, because you know that you have to fight urges all the day, every day.
I don't agree with the mask part. That's what I don't agree with, because you're saying a mask as if I'm not being authentic. When you're masking something, you're hiding something. I'm not going to hide anything from my man, from my partner, from my husband. I'm not going to hide anything. That's what masks are for, to hide. I'm not going to do that.
No, I'm not saying that is he going to see this part of you? He's
going to know all of me.
So he'll know that you have
all of me, the real.
So he's going to know that you have a propensity to want to be right.
Nope.
So it's a mask then.
Nope.
See, it don't even make sense.
Because I already addressed it and already answered it 5 times already, and I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again. So I'm gonna give you one word answers. I already said it already, very eloquently at that.
Oh no! When I clip this, we'll be able to assess it, sis. If you can hunt, you can hear, sis.
I'm here.
That last relationship that failed, how much responsibility do you hold?
Probably 100%. I chose the wrong person. I that's my fault. I think so. It's the best I can come up with.
Wait, say it again, sis.
Can you hear me?
Nah, say it again.
Wait, you can't.
I can hear you.
I said 100% because I didn't choose the right situation. Like I saw the red flags, but I was like, fuck it, and then kept doing what I was doing, moving forward, going through different things.
Say it again.
100%.
For the people in the back who act like they shit don't stink.
For me, 100%.
Picking wrong is something you gotta wear, right?
Yes.
I think that's solid. Like Isha, she knew that the sex was trash before she got married, and she just what the fuck she was doing? She gotta hold that, right, Ish?
Bruh.
Damn. So since you saying the pick was trash from the start, did you pick on potential or you picked on because he had the limp?
A little bit of a sprinkle of all of that. I can't lie. I can't lie.
Damn. So
Yeah.
okay, so you picked because you thought he was going places.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a little better. Honestly, I just got off the phone with him before I came.
Wow.
I'm still doing stupid stuff. I don't know why.
Wait a minute. Wait, which nigga is this? Give me a attribute.
I don't think you've ever liked him. He's in New York.
wait. The pager?
What is that? I never dated that. Oh, there were two from New York. No, not the one from school. The one
all right.
recently.
The feminine one with the dreads?
No, he has a short haircut. And that's the other thing I like too. I don't like all that hair on your head. I like the short haircut.
God damn, man.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
What?
Damn. Nay, how much accountability do women have to take for the women that they picking?
You mean the men that we picking?
Yeah, my bad.
I wasn't
I was talking to you, so I had a subconscious moment.
You know what? First of all, no, I actually like what.
Go ahead.
To be honest, I would have never said it was me. I think my newest relationship did expose certain things in me that made me say, okay, I have to take some accountability for some stuff. I will admit that. I don't know if I want to say 100% though. I can't say that. But I like that sis said that. But I'm like, for me, I can't say 100%. I think one of them, only reason I say 30 is because there was like levels of abuse in there, and to this day, it's like in other ways. I'm like, I had to deal with them because I have a child. And then the other one, I'm gonna say like 70 probably, because I was stupid. I knew what he was doing. Like, come on. It's obvious. Like, you got me and the other women like hanging out with each other. It's like, it was a lot. So it's like, yeah. And then when I found it was like, okay, it's fine. Cause he loved me more like an idiot. So yeah, I definitely, and I remember like having a discussion with him. Like, I want to apologize for like certain things that like I did. I was stupid. He's like, no, it's cool. No, it's not cool. So yeah.
Okay. Damn, that's an answer. That's an answer for once. You answered. I'm proud of you, man. Seriously. Damn. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Savage with the $2 super chat. Married ship sailed. Savage with the $2 super chat. The clip with me and you shows otherwise. Sway with the $2 super chat. Raise your hand. How many of you work in the school system? Y'all look like teachers or something?
I used to.
John with the $2. What should be obvious is not always obvious. That's fair. Love, Black America with the $2 super chat. Love shows herself as combative. Savage with the $2. Yes, we would. Where is your man? Mike Brown with the $5 super chat. Love, you can't say it's authentic when you claim to be different online versus offline. Johnny Baptist with $5 super chat. Good job, little bro Ham. You did a good job. Fish that out of love. Damn, man. Damn, that's crazy. Anybody got any more thoughts? Damn.
I do. I don't think love is wrong. The majority of the time she's speaking or responding to you all. I think that it's hard for men just to hear women be right sometimes. So I listen good. I don't think she's wrong, and she didn't lose that debate with Savage. Okay.
At all. And I don't like the narrative that she's combative because she speaks her mind. Well, that doesn't make her combative
She's
at all.
assertive. Go ahead, love.
So fuck y'all niggas.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Kev with the $2, he said, I give the ladies an A for accountability. Yeah, man, that's good. Surprising. I don't even know if I'm really surprised at this juncture per se. I think you guys been doing that more and more. But I wonder if you can turn it on and off. I just don't think people can. Anything really. I think people gonna be who they gonna be. You know? Damn. Matt with the $2 chat. I like love because I like the back and forth. Yeah, it's action packed. I think she be saying good shit until she come up against me. And that shit get ugly quick. Her and Alex.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
All right, what time is
like
it?
That.
Time to go to bed. I was trying to leave a little bit of room to drop the link real quick to see who want to go to Mortal Kombat with Love, or she got a tag team partner in Sis, or if you want to get talked over by Nay, if you want to get told shut the fuck up by Dana, if you want Tay to be nice to you, at least try to understand your point, even if you don't agree with it. If you use a B word, you want Isha to go off on you. Ratchet conservative up here wilding. So
shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Hold on, let me drop that link real quick.
Damn. Ratchet, I appreciate you. They've been coming for your neck tonight.
She's still holding together.
Your own, sis.
All she did was do the Macaulay Culkin face. Like, I can't believe
I'm used to it, y'all. So
we love it. We love it.
On Instagram, YouTube. I'm used to it.
But you living in your truth. I respect it.
Thank you.
Oh, here we go with that shit.
That's that Wednesday night. Shouts out to my boo.
Hey, I got a great question that tomorrow too. We exploring the fatherless epidemic. Yo, man, I dropped the link, man. Hit the link. Let's see what's up. You know what I mean? And let me see something real quick. So, do you guys have a relationship that you wish you could do over?
They an X for a goddamn reason. Hell to the no.
Well, Nay, hold on now.
I do.
If you were 70% at fault, is there a relationship that you wish you could do over?
I think I'm 70% at fault because I was stupid to allow some of the stuff. I wouldn't want to do it over. Like, he likes to be with multiple women, so hell no.
Okay. Ratchet, what'd you say?
I have one that I would like to do over. And I think because our relationship was alcohol induced, it caused us to be different types of people than we probably would have been to each other in college. So I think that one, I wouldn't say I want to do the whole relationship over, but I can't even say I wish I would have stayed because I probably by now. But I just wish that we didn't drink alcohol.
Really?
Yeah, because I felt like alcohol was like what I could drink, and sometimes people be trying to hang with the big dog, and he was trying to, match my energy or catch up with me or keep up with me, and he couldn't. His alcohol tolerance wasn't mine, so, and I had a mouth, so I just wish we didn't drink. That's all.
Okay. Damn, so you think not drinking, you guys could have made it further?
I believe so. I believe alcohol was our turmoil because they got violent several times. Like it was bad. Like bad. Like my mother, he called my mom and was like, I'm gonna off her and off myself. Like it was bad. Like it was bad. So and the only reason I say that is because I felt like alcohol was like the biggest, it was nothing else. Like alcohol just turned, I'm not even gonna say him into, because I was mouthy, I don't know, I just was like aggressive,
Yeah.
verbally abusive, I would say. I could be honest about that. But I just felt like if alcohol wasn't involved, like we would have been okay.
Okay. Damn. Sis, what you think? I seen your wheels churning a little bit.
What did I do? Okay. What relationship? I think that second relationship I had in high school, I wish that was a little different. You could go to any school. That was the last time, maybe not the last time, but the one that pops up in my head the most. That I liked that individual a little more than I liked anyone else, or like I don't know. I wish I did that differently. I didn't need to leave him, I should say. I didn't need to leave him.
Okay.
That was Mike Bradley. I didn't
Oh.
need to.
Barnabas was good. What's going on? Let me read a couple of these before you jump in real quick. Savage with the $5 super chat. Sis, you lying, and that is not combative. I guess with all this education, we don't know definitions. Savage, $5. Hamp, how many gay dudes these ladies date because they can turn it on and off? $2 from Savage. Her neck was done on that trip. Savage with the $5. Most men want more than one woman. That's our nature. Matt P with the $5 super chat. Another good night, ladies. One day I'm going to have the smoke, and if y'all cuss me out, I'm booting y'all. Love y'all. Good night, ladies. Word, Matt. Barney, what's popping?
I got lots of smoke, and I got to get it out quick before I get booted. So let's just go into it. Miss Ratchet Conservative, please just leave men alone, right? You're out here breaking hearts. You're the reason men cheat, okay? This guy was an otherwise good man. You come out here, you break his heart, turn him out, chew him up, and spit him out, and throw him in the gutter. And then he goes and he sees one of your friends on the panel here and cheats on her, and they wonder why. Just jump the fence, become a lesbian, and just leave us alone, please. Please. You're cold-blooded. You're a heartbreaker. We can't take it. Sis, it's admirable you say 100%, but I stand firmly with it no more than 50%. Or, 100%, maybe you're being a little too hard on yourself, but I'll leave it at that. Dana, while I am impressed with your explicit detail and knowledge of performing the obligatory duties of a good girlfriend, I'm impressed.
Barney, don't you do it.
I'm going to do it. I appreciate it. I appreciate you letting us know. And the most important part is letting us know that you know the job description. That's good. And that is a good step. But for you to write your own report card and say that you're perfect, I've seen you up here. I'm a bit scared of you, honestly. I've seen you flip like a little bit on some of them. You got a mean streak in you, and you need a mirror to look at that mean streak, because while perhaps you did do all the other duties, maybe self-reflection, perhaps. It's just a thought. And now love. Let's get on to love. Love, you ever hear these people on the internet, they'll say date a younger woman. And it's like, I don't know if you read the internet. I'm down the rabbit hole of internet and all this stuff. The man will say, you have to date a younger woman. And then like the older women will be like, you just want a younger woman because you can control them. But I think what really comes to mind is when you were saying that you were going to do everything for this one man. You gave it your all. You gave him your heart. your soul, your checkbook. You were all in. And now the next guy, he just gets second-rate love, chopped liver, no thanks. Do you know what I'm saying? And now, but let me say this also. You say that, but perhaps if you meet the right one, you'll probably, you'll break the rules for the good ones. You know what I'm saying? But I can understand that. I don't have anything for anyone else. I guess that's it. I don't know. You got any questions, Ham?
Why you asking Ham? Why you ain't asking us, Barney?
What's up? Come on, bring it. I'm not. Come on.
No, ask us. Do you have any questions? I will retort on what you said. I agree with you. I'm not the type of person, that's a part of the healing too, not to sit there and say, I'm never doing it again. You don't do that, right? Because I'm not going to let some other man suffer for what another man did. So that was a part of the healing process, my maturation. So yes, I agree with you. The right man comes along, he can have it all. Like he can have all of me and we're going to be good. He can have it all. I'm not going to sit there and hold anything back or say no, because this man did this years ago. I'm not going to do that. So I agree with you on that.
Right.
I would also like to retort.
Put me next to Dana. Yeah. All right. Let's hear it. Let me say this. If you've ever worked in the corporate world, was that rude? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was. No, I've never worked in the corporate world ever. But go off.
So sometimes you have to do this thing, and it's insane.
Code switching?
I don't know what that is, but I think I know what that is, but no.
Never mind. You wouldn't know what it is.
Yeah, no, I know. You act differently around certain colors. I get it. Code switch.
Never mind.
I got it. I mean, I code switch too around y'all. So what's up? But anyways, what was I gonna say here? Sometimes when you're in the corporate world, your boss will hand you this piece of paper. It's like, here, fill out your self-evaluation. Don't you hate that? Isn't that crazy? Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, give yourself a poor mark? Be like, I was lazy here or this and that. I don't know. Just kind of what I was saying.
That's why you interrupted me to say that.
See how mean you are?
I'm gonna
be nice. I'm not gonna say it.
If you're gonna interrupt me, you better have something to say.
There's that mean streak I'm talking about.
That's your opinion. But here's the thing. I'm one of the nicest people you'll actually ever meet.
That wasn't nice. You think you're nice. You think you're nice. You think you're nice.
I know I'm nice. Listen, Barney, but also you know me on the podcast. You don't know me in real life, and you definitely don't know me in a relationship, right? Totally, totally different. And I'm not going to say that I'm 100% perfect in relationships. I was not 100% perfect in my relationship. What I was saying is I don't feel like I did anything to contribute to the demise of our relationship. And that's not to say that I never did anything wrong, but I don't think that there's like it's ebbs and flows, right? It's a roller coaster. So sometimes things are good, sometimes things are bad, but I don't think that there was anything that I did in my last relationship that was so bad that would cause him to want to break up with me, aside from Googling serial numbers of condoms.
Listen,
Barney, what happened in your last relationship? Because you were recently in one and now you're not, right?
Yeah, he was. When he first came up here, he was in a relationship and said he was off the market, and then tried to talk to Tay, and he was off the market. So yeah, we would like to know. Inquiring minds would like to know, Barney.
All right. My last relationship was a 4-monther.
Wait, why you get so quiet? What'd you say?
It was a
you
4-monther.
A little bit. Put some bass in your voice.
Put your nuts back on that table, Barney. What are you doing?
See, love, you're trying to emasculate me, right? I'm one more little remark, and I'm going in. One little more remark. Who wants to say it? Who wants to?
You actually sound loud. No, seriously, you were low. Now you sound a lot louder. So whatever you just did, maybe you had to go to the microphone.
Say putting bass in your voice. It's But okay, let's just move on from that. You know it was. Don't act innocent. Don't act innocent. You're not that innocent. But listen.
Okay, go ahead.
I did a 4-month, and she was good. What's up, bro? That's my brother, by the way. We just have different fathers, same mother. But what was I gonna say? Oh, I did a 4-month with this girl. I liked it. It was great. I thought she was the one, and maybe I fall too quickly. Maybe I simp out too much, or maybe I go all in too much. Sure, I'm guilty of these things. Sure. But I was really feeling it. And one thing led to another. And I come to find out this girl, she's like friends with all of her exes. And I'm like, hell to the no. This is crazy. You ain't got no kids. What you got to be friends with the ex? Going over to the in-laws' house and stuff for some party. No, that ain't happening. No, your life, like I will, whatever you did in your past, we will move forward. Right? It doesn't matter. We can move forward together, step in the name of love. But your life starts with me. I can't believe maybe all your women up here, you like talking to your exes. That's crazy to me. And by the time I figured it out, I was already all in. If I knew that from the get-go, I would have just kept it casual and been okay with it. But I fell for it. And in the end, I gave her the ultimatum. I was like, you got to get rid of these people. It's them or me. And she picked them over me. And it's like, ooh, it's just soul crushing. It's embarrassing. It hurts my feelings. My little feelings are hurt. And it's embarrassing. And that's it. I hope that answered your question.
Thank you for your transparency and your honesty, Barney. Seriously.
Sure.
Was that you code switching the step in the name of love part?
Yeah, it was. Catch that?
Okay. Caught it.
It fit right though. The piece just fell right into place. Come on, that was good.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah. Anybody else got anything for Barney? He came up here and made sure he gave everybody a piece of his mind. Y'all straight?
I love Barney.
I like Barney.
I definitely got something to say. So,
let's get it.
You're not the first person that said that. However, I'm strictly dickly, so I can't go the other way.
Sure.
But my homegirl actually said that to me recently. She was like, you're horrible. I was like, not really. Like, I mean, I'm human. I'm still working on myself. So, give me a break.
And, well, let's expound upon this. Honestly, sometimes you get some incels come up here, or even me, I have a bit of that incel anger energy. And it's from people like you, honestly. It really is. It's just like, I'm just being honest.
Why?
Because it's like, you
don't know how that man treated me. You don't know what that man did to me. All you heard was how I reacted, right? And I said it was a reaction. So, but I hope that I would hate to give that off to, guys. Like I don't want guys to feel that way. Like I just feel you're making me feel bad. Oh my gosh. Jeez.
Well, I'm not trying to, am I trying to shame you? Maybe I am. Damn. I guess I'm using female shaming tactics against you. Like, wow, what a reverso that is. But,
wow.
What video? Is it like could I be so bold as to ask, was a homemade porno that he's found in your phone with another man? Because that's what I understood it as. Is that what it was?
Bruh.
It wasn't that explicit. Okay.
It was porn. Homemade porn.
It was homemade soft porn. How about that?
You want answers. I want the truth.
Don't do that.
Can't you put that in your secure folder or something? I mean, come on.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Put it under your shoebox or something. Hide it.
Now, first of all,
I don't snoop around. I don't ask no questions because I don't want to hear no lies. I'm not looking for trouble. But like, please, out of sight, out of mind a bit. I don't. Jesus.
Why would he go through my phone? Why would he go through my phone? Why would a man?
Because you're talking to other men, and he has reason to want to go in your phone.
The real question is.
It's disrespectful to violate someone's privacy.
Sure,
I have a lock on my phone. Like it's disrespect. It's
I don't go through the phones. I don't play that game. I don't do it.
Yeah, it's disrespectful. That's what I mean. You shouldn't have been looking.
But you're cheating on him. That's the truth.
I wonder who recorded the video.
You're cheating on him.
Why are you recording?
You got porn or some other man in your phone.
Who recorded it?
He did.
Wait a minute, Barney.
So we was lit at the beach. We went to. I know a lot of y'all.
You're rolling on Molly. Tell the truth.
Some of y'all live in a DMV.
You're rolling on Molly.
We was at Ocean City, baby. We was at Ocean City. We was lit, in the moment. What's up? Like, flicking it up, and
Look, that's fine, but you gotta.
We was having fun, and he sent me the videos and I just didn't, because I have a lock on my phone. I thought it was fun. I thought the videos was funny. I was like, oh man, we had fun. Like,
so you
put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out.
Wait,
but I don't want men to feel like women are horrible. Like, you really are making me feel bad about this. Like, I need to do
about cheating. He making you feel bad about cheating, girl.
Yeah, come on, girls, join on my side.
Cheating should not be the end all be all.
Your own sister up here is cheating, and you're up here talking about all these bad men cheating, this and that. Well, here we go.
It shouldn't be the end all be all. I don't think it's the end all
What side
be
is your
all.
bread buttered on, ladies? Like, really? What do you stand for principle or do you stand for the sisterhood? What is it?
I'm torn right now, Barney. I ain't gonna hold you.
No, y'all don't throw me to the wall.
Wrong is wrong, but what I will say is I don't like the connotation that you go to a woman because a man.
What happened? Am I in trouble? Hold on, Tay.
Her internet.
Tay, we can't hear you.
Yes,
It's my magic power. I don't want to get roasted.
Hey,
so
we didn't hear anything you said after connotation.
Perfect. It sounded like she was going to go under me, so that's good. Let's not hear it.
Tay, you cut out. Tay.
Put him in the fuck.
T with the $5 super chat. Off the liquor, y'all was in that bitch like the WWE. So why the hell y'all want to do it over? Y'all want round 2? Shaking my head. That was to your earlier. You would go back to the dude that you was drinking with. Tay, are you back?
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you said you don't like the connotation of go to a woman since you treating men so poorly or something like that.
Well, no, I mean like that as an alternative, like to a man not doing you right or something like that. Like it's okay for a woman to just choose to be with a woman because she loves her, not necessarily, oh well, men have done you wrong, so now you're going to women. I think he kind of hinted toward that when he was speaking earlier. So I just wanted to address that.
You were just saying leave men alone.
I was just saying leave men alone because she's around here breaking hearts, taking names, destroying souls.
Yeah.
It wasn't meant to be nasty.
Mr. Britt with the $5. Well done, Barney. He sent that when you first came on and just flamed the panel up. T.O. with the $5. If she Googling condom serial numbers, she might need.
What does that mean? I don't understand that.
Dana was looking up package serial numbers to see how many condoms came in a box.
Doesn't the box says how many come in a box?
It may not be there.
In the box.
Yeah.
If they're not in the box, you can Google the serial number on the condom and it'll tell you exactly what package it was. So if it was
how
a
many?
pack of 3 or 5 or 20 or whatever.
Because he was saying only 2 come in the box.
Right.
Mike Brown with the $5 super chat. The reason I support the podcast is due to Hamp, A, Tay, Aisha are all the same people online and offline.
Did you go through his phone, Dana?
No, I didn't go through his
Miss
phone,
Ratchet's?
but I did create a fake Instagram account for him to follow so I can see his pictures because he wouldn't allow me to follow him on social media.
Wow.
He didn't take the bait, but his friends did. So I saw the pictures of all of them together in Miami because they always go for the bait. Somebody's going to go for the bait. If you put the right bitch in your profile picture, somebody is going to take the bait. And they did. So I saw all the shit that he was up to in Miami.
What, swimming and getting drunk? I mean, that's not against the law, is it? Are boys' trips against the law? Are girls' trips against the law?
Barney.
These are questions.
No, swimming and getting drunk was not all that he was up to. He was up to some things that were disrespectful to our relationship.
I understand that, but did he post those things? Does he just post like random chicks on his Instagram?
No, his friends did though.
With him
in the pictures, yes.
Was he the culprit in the pictures, or you assume he was the culprit?
No, he was the culprit.
Sounds like swimming to me.
Did he admit to it?
I'm sorry?
Did he ever admit to it?
Oh, absolutely not.
Maybe
I saw a picture of him kissing.
Maybe he's innocent.
Barney,
the presumption of innocence.
I saw a
guilty
picture of him.
until proven.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Until proven guilty.
Listen to what I'm saying. I saw a picture of him kissing a girl in the picture, and he was like, "No, she wasn't kissing me. She was just really close to my face."
Okay.
Yeah,
definitely.
That sounds solid. Solid story right there.
Yeah. No, he was on.
Is he European? Because they do that like kiss on the cheek thing.
No, he's African.
Well, maybe France.
You know about them too? Okay.
Niger, maybe it's like
the nigga
French
was cheating,
influence.
okay, Barney? He was cheating. I know you
know.
can't say nigga. The nigga
Wow. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit
Barney,
like that.
are you still
shit
friends
like
with the
that,
girl?
shit
John the
like that.
Baptist want to know.
your ex.
No, because that's crazy. I the last.
Barnabas, you don't have to worry about it. She's
Yeah.
probably still friends from the guy from Pound Town Trips.
Yeah, she's friends with.
They
She's
probably
friends with all the
know
other
each
guys.
other.
So now I'm like on the other side of it, and she texted me the other day, and I'm single, so I was like,
Did you respond?
yeah, it was a morning text. She sent some
Don't.
picture, and I was, I sent her a picture back.
She's trying to simp. She's trying to get you to simp.
And I was like, my last text was, I told her to block me on Instagram because I was like looking at her Instagram and it was just like, what's the point? This is stupid, you know, and I need a little help with self-control. So she blocked me. I couldn't look because I don't want to look. It's not, you know, I just want to get out of there. And I just said, just don't contact me unless it's an emergency or you need some dick. And that was it. But it's respectful.
It should only been a latter. Emergency, she got to call somebody else.
Yeah,
well, I still
you just ignore it.
would help her if. Come on,
Nah,
an emergency. Well,
call
she's getting plenty.
Yeah, she'll turn you into a simp if you help her for an emergency.
Yeah, her friends are giving her plenty of dick, so you don't have to worry about that.
Well, you know, it's kind of a dry spell at the moment.
Wow.
So I figured, hey, you know, like that's like, why else would you contact me? You're not going.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
I just assumed she wanted some action.
Barney, you're wild.
Like,
Barney.
why are you contacting me? I don't want to talk. There's nothing to talk about. Leave me alone. I'm getting over you. I'm done.
Yeah,
So,
kind of done, not really done though.
I'm done.
Because you ready to change? You ready to change a tire and plug them holes? If you catch my drift,
dude. If a damsel is in distress, come on. It's not like it ended nasty. It was just like, okay, whatever. You chose.
Yeah,
I'm just not that.
You being
dude.
into
I'm not
her
strong enough to convince her otherwise to get rid of all these old hanger-ons.
Yeah, you being friends with her and you being into her and her getting dicked down by all of her friends. I would say that ended pretty badly. I don't think that's a pretty good. It doesn't sound like a good start or a good end.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Thanks for bringing perspective into that. I appreciate it.
Yeah. John the Baptist, $2. I think Ratchet is a paid troll. Nah, she's telling the truth. Damn. Savage was good. You had a question, comment, or smoke for the. Oh, let me read this real quick. T.O. Africans don't cheat, especially Nigerians. African men.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Because over there they can have 10 wives. They don't need.
I was just going to say that.
Don't call me cheating.
No. He was Nigerian from Brooklyn.
Four.
Not the same.
Four.
Not the same. He was Nigerian.
So you're not traditional, is what you're saying.
Huh?
You're not traditional, is what you're saying.
Yeah, no. He was Nigerian from Flatbush Avenue. Not the same.
Yes, he
could have
was.
still been Muslim.
Yeah, he was Nigerian. He was selling fake purse. He was Nigerian like a motherfucker. Savage, what's good? What you got?
So, I just wanted to come up here. I don't have necessarily smoke for any one person. I just want to touch on a couple things. I do find it funny that in this whole conversation, it kept coming down to the idea of reactionary. Like, this person made me do said thing. It's my fault because I did it, but I wouldn't have done it had they not done. Like, Dana, you date a player. You were with a player. He was doing player things, and then you got crazy with a player doing player things. But if I was to marry a crack whore and she did crack whore things, you would tell me, well, duh, she's a crack whore. So, like, whenever the shoe is on the men's foot, like, we have to eat that shit. But whenever it comes to the women, they, like, try to fluff it up and obfuscate it and make it seem like it's not what it is. Like,
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
I don't mean to fluff it up. I'm not saying that, again, I'm not saying that I was perfect in that relationship by any stretch of the imagination. I know that I can be a little harsh sometimes. But for the most part, I feel like I treated him kindly. I think that I was a good partner to him. I was supportive in all of the things that, you would want in someone that you were thinking about potentially marrying or whatever. But again, not perfect. And he wasn't all terrible either. Let me be clear about that as well. Like, he wasn't a bad guy. He was just a guy in his early 30s or late 20s, and he's acted like a guy in his 30s or late 20s and wasn't ready to settle down, but he felt like he was at a point in his life where he should be ready to settle down. And so it just seemed like this is where life is supposed to be at this point. So I'm going to force it. But in the meantime, I'm not actually ready. So I'm still going to do my fuck shit on the side. And so, yeah, what I did was reactionary. But outside of that one small piece of our relationship that ultimately ended our relationship, he wasn't a terrible person, and I wasn't a perfect person.
That's not what I meant by fluff it up.
Okay.
When I say fluff it up, I'm mainly saying that women like to inject their feelings, but they can't really describe their feelings, so they use a bunch of other words to fill the sentence that's not very descriptive but vague. So that's what I mean by fluffing it up. Because, like, me and Hemp, we see it as, he's a fuckboy. And you were with a fuckboy, and he was out there doing fuckboy shit.
Yeah, but did I know he was a fuckboy when I got with him? No.
I'm sure the signs were somewhat there, but
Don't
you
be
ignored
so sure. But along those lines, I was also like 23, 24. So maybe the signs were there. I don't know. But it was another life. It was a lifetime ago.
I understand.
Dana,
I'm not making
Instagram.
What do you say?
Yeah. You couldn't see his Instagram.
To be fair,
it's a bad sign.
Not to sound naive at 38, but to be fair, a lot of people don't like posting their private lives.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
With your girlfriend
posting and not seeing
that cooks you dinner and gives you blowskis, you're not going to let her see your Instagram?
Did you start off by not letting you see the Instagram? Is that how you started?
Like,
what'd you say?
Did he start off by not letting you see the Instagram and being secretive? Did he start off secretive?
He was always very private, but mostly because he was very tapped into some networks of people who were high profile, and so he's always been very, very private along those lines.
So that was
that doesn't have anything. No.
He's a club promoter or what?
I'm saying that doesn't have no, nothing like that. Like NBA stuff. But it didn't have anything to do with him posting online. But he had always been very selective, very private. He's just a private person in general. So I didn't think anything of it at first. And he wasn't really on social media like that when we first got together. It wasn't until later. But when he did get the account, I'm like, well, why can't I see it or why can't I be on it? And I'm the person, and this is what I was saying earlier, rather than push the issue and make it into an argument, like if you're not going to break up with him over it, then I guess you just have to move on. So that's the thing. I don't know how to always hold people accountable or to hold their feet to the fire. I'll just move right along because I don't like living in gray areas. I don't like contention and all of this stuff. So if I'm not going to break up with you, I guess I'm just going to have to deal with it.
Just so you know, I don't want you to think that my comment is saying that you were wrong or right in your situation. Like, that's not what my comment was about.
No, I got you. It just kind of went somewhere else. Yeah.
Okay. But like going back to Ratchet Conservative, her whole thing was like, well, why are you going through my phone? That's disrespectful. Who cares if I'm talking to dudes in my phone? Like, you shouldn't be trying to find dudes in my phone if they're in my phone. That's what I mean by the accountability with women. Like with Hamp, if my wife's doing something and I've said it to him, he's not going to sugarcoat it. He's like, yeah, she's cheating on you. No, she thinks you're dumb. But you guys are like, well, maybe. Well, he did it. It's like, no, like it is what it is. Like if I marry a crack whore and she takes me for all my money, none of you guys are gonna try to find out tell me, well, was she nice when you married her, or was she a 10? Did she have an education? Like you're like, no, she's a dumb crack whore. What are you thinking? Like when it comes to us interacting with women, you guys are very clear cut on how you see how it goes. But whenever it comes to a man and a woman, there's all these other things. Like the reason I said
complicated.
They are complicated, but a lot of the complication is the interjection of malarkey. Like, I'm going to give you an example. I sent a comment earlier that said, hey, how many gay dudes have these chicks dated because he said he could turn it on and off? No one on here is going to be dating some dude that carries a purse. You got any of you guys into dudes that carry purses? It's like he has a Gucci purse. You into that?
No, they're
We're not, but you can go on.
But the fact of it is you see him as feminine, you're going to assume he's feminine. But on the flip side, it's like, oh, well, I'm combative, but I can turn it off. I'm masculine, but I can turn it off. Like, you guys see things this way, but that's not how us men see things. And I was trying to bring the male's perspective of what all the people in the chat were hearing. And Barney, you a simp. Like, just stop simping, bro. Stop.
Thanks. Appreciate it. And on that note,
I'm going to tell Dad. He's going to be mad.
Oh, yeah. Please don't. This is kind of off topic, but I'm ready for the man purse, dude. Like, let's make it masculine. Like, I don't want to, like, place to put my keys and my phone and my wallet. Look, I've had this Camelback backpack. I don't put the water bladder in it, but like I would take that on. It's a nice Camelback. I can put my keys, my phone, my wallet, my phone charger. It's great.
Put him in the fucking bed.
It's great. And when I see these dudes walking around with a purse with this, it's like a clutch with a strap or whatever it's called. I don't know. It's like, I'm almost there, man. If my nuts were bigger, if I was more sure of myself and less scared of people like Savage calling me gay, I would have one because it's dope. Yeah. I don't like having the keys and the wallet. It's like, God, it's just
Barney. Why are you scared of everybody? Live your life. If you want to rock a man bag, rock a fucking man bag.
It's called a merce. You want a merce?
Like a bit.
Are you guys
not perfect? I know my hyper masculinity fools you, but I am a little bit insecure from time to time.
Barney, let me help you.
On the panel, I'm going to be the first man rocking the man purse. Don't worry about
Barney,
it.
let me help you real quick. Hey, ladies, how many of you would give Barnabas some coochie? You saw him walking with his Gucci merce. How many of you guys are going to break him off? There's your answer, Barney.
Coochie. For some Gucci?
No, he's just not a.
He's gonna be wearing it. He's not gonna be buying it for you. Like, you're not getting the Gucci. He's gonna have it. How many of you guys are gonna break him off if he makes this movement?
Well, maybe the right women come along and appreciate my purse. And also, one more thing. Hold up, because it looks like my time is limited. I just want to translate something in man language. When women say that they haven't been in a relationship for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, the man automatically thinks she's burning through one-night stands. And with that, it looks like I'm kicked for wearing a purse.
You got
I'll
kicked
see y'all
off?
later.
Barney, I feel like that. Wait. Ham, let me address that real quick because I feel like that was for me.
I'm actually wearing a
for me,
lungi
Barney?
right now, which is an Indian dress, but I'll model it for you some other time. Men wear it in India.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here.
John the Baptist, Barney, go carry a simping man purse.
Shit like that.
God damn, man. Barney was cooking. You said you wanted to ask him something?
No, I wanted to respond because I felt like he was talking about me when he said when a woman hasn't been in a relationship for 8, 9, 10 years or whatever. It said something about
it was all of y'all. Tay too. All of y'all at a 5, 6 year mark.
I think he was addressing
I don't think anybody said that tonight, though. I think he was addressing me.
Oh, maybe he don't know.
Am I wrong?
Because Tay said 10 years.
Yeah, it's been he said he's talking about me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he said that? Oh.
Even if it's not 5 years, even if a woman says she's been single for 2 years, we automatically assume the carousel's been a riding.
Well, maybe you guys just shouldn't make such assumptions. And maybe if you just have conversations with women and find out why they've been single, they'll, I don't know, tell you.
What honestly, we don't
okay. So if I ask all you women what your body count is, you gonna tell me? No,
We've already done that.
No, go get your wife's body count first.
I don't want your body count. The point was that it's asking you why you're single is just like asking your body count. Like you could tell us anything. It doesn't mean anything.
We ain't talking about that.
That's not the same at all.
There's no way to prove this. Is my point.
I don't have to prove why I'm single. I can tell you why I'm single.
I understand. You're not hearing what I'm saying. What I'm saying is
you're not hearing what I'm saying. But go ahead.
You done? So if you told me your body count was 1, or you told me you've been single because you were beat by your ex-boyfriend, there's no outside information as a man for me to correlate that to be true. So it doesn't matter to us, is what I'm saying.
Why would you? That's a very extreme example, number one. But number two, why would you not just take my word as to why I'm single at face value? Like, why do you need proof of it?
Well, because men take risk when they date women. So we calculate risks. So like when you tell us a story, correct.
I'm listening.
Correct. So it's a red flag to us. Like if you hear a woman say she's been single for 8 years or 5 years or 2 years, it's a red flag to us. That's the point. That's what he was getting at.
So what's your relationship status? Are you
I'm
married?
married. Yeah.
How long have you been married?
2 years.
Congratulations. That's beautiful. Prior to being married, how long were y'all dating?
A year.
And prior to that, how long were you single?
I was retired. I'm a retired pookie.
How long were you single prior to dating your current wife?
31 years.
And the 5-year mark is the red fucking flag. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Are you serious right now? 30? You're not. You're not being for real. You're not being for real. Right?
I'm 34. So
you were single.
So 3 years.
That's why women shouldn't and don't need to explain why they're single to anybody. It doesn't matter. It's stupid. It's so stupid.
All right. Ridiculous. But I think the point is, sis, he's saying if you're single for an extended period of time, it's a red flag because if your answer kind of doesn't matter, it's the point that you're single.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't vet it out.
It doesn't matter.
So he's saying you're right. It doesn't matter, but it could be considered a red flag.
To you all.
To men. No, to men. Because as men, we have to chase you guys. Like you guys wake up and have DMs, guys trying to buy you dinner, trying to holler at you at the gas station. Like you have men that are always been trying to holler at you since you guys became women. So if you go in a long period of time, that's absurd. That's kind of weird to a guy. That is how we see it. Correct.
Shout out to John the Baptist with a $2 super chat. I have to say Dana is the most logical and direct. Thank you, John. But shout out to T.O. with a $2 super chat. Savage, get your mans. SMH, shaking my head. That's your brother. Get your mans out of here. He's talking about the man bag, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's talking about Barney.
Yeah, but Savage. So let me give you a hypothetical, right? So you said you're 34. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. So let's say that you met somebody and she had been single for 5 years because she has had the responsibility of having to care for her elderly parents. And she just hasn't had a social life outside of work and caring for her parents. So her explanation as to why she hasn't had an opportunity to go out and live her own life is not justifiable, or that's like, if that doesn't matter to you, it's automatically a red flag no matter what the issue is.
Well, it's not that it being a red flag and it being justifiable are two separate issues. The fact of the matter is
still a red flag. That's probably the better question.
Yeah, if I'm getting into a relationship, if I'm just trying to dick them down, then no, it's not, because I don't care. But it's like, hey, you're going to a mechanic, but he hasn't worked on a car in 20 years. Is that the mechanic you're going to go to? Like, dating is a skill. So when women are outside, they're not dating people. Those skills, they're not building. They get rusty. So it's a red flag trying to put your life with another person, because as men, we take a lot of risk when we get involved with women.
Okay. I'm out, ladies.
I mean, women take the risk too. I'm confused, but
what risk women take?
Okay, I'm gonna talk about myself. I chose to be single for a very long time, and I do get the conversation of it being a red flag, but I also get the appreciation that I chose to go the path that I took for my life. So I mean, I get that it's a red flag. I get that, but what I'm not understanding is why it can't be a good thing. Like, because, like to Dana's point, it could have been a situation where someone just, had a live-in parent, or they're taking care of,
Right. Well, Tay, since you made it, you said you owned it, right? Use a possessive pronoun. Were you also celibate in this time span?
For some time I was, yes. And I chose to.
Were you also celibate in this 10-year time span?
Not the whole 10 years, no.
So the assumption is you're not single, but you fucking, and you just letting people smash. And so that's where the red flag starts to come in play, because that's the assumption men are making anyway. And then it's justified if you guys aren't being celibate at that time.
I understand, but when you're dating, you're dating. So, I mean, and you can be in a physical relationship with someone you're dating with, depending on the extent of that. And it might not be a full-term or long-term relationship, might not get there. So, yeah, I mean, I get that. You collect bodies regardless. But I think bodies are a red flag, because men be fucking.
But we're not.
Bitches.
But we're not judged on that. That's not what our values based on.
Some people, to women that value that, you are.
Yeah, some ain't an answer. We ain't judged on it.
Well, I value it. I value that. So yeah.
Yeah, but again, so when you're getting a relationship with a woman and a woman's not been like if you were with a man for 10 years and he died, and you were single for 2 years because he was the love of your life, and we get together, it's a red flag. But you're not taking on bodies like crazy, and you had a skill you were working on being with somebody. When you go long periods of time of not being with anybody but just fucking, like there's no benefit as a man to the relationship of that time period. That's why men view it that way. Like, there's nothing another man's going to do with you or for you that benefits us when we're with you. Like, if I take you to a dinner and you've already been to that restaurant your ex-boyfriend took you to, like, as a dude, that's shitty. Or like we go to Miami and you're like, oh yeah, my fiance took me down here 2 years ago. Like,
sounds like insecurities, but
it has.
Yes,
we don't want to process this tonight. We don't got time to process his insecurities and shit.
It has nothing to do with insecurities.
I'm ready to go.
Exactly it.
It's not insecurity.
I mean, you worried about the next man? That sounds real insecure to me.
No. You guys are judged on your purity.
Yeah.
No.
No, I'm not. Well, so if I can answer, I'm not taking my wife to nowhere another man took her. It ruins the experience. Somebody already gave her that experience. That's what it's about. Yeah.
It's not insecurity. If I'm gonna plan a trip and spend 20 grand on this trip, and it's already been done by another dude, like, that ruined every bit of that. My money, my time, my planning.
Go back there? What if she wants to go? What if she wants to go back there?
Well, then she better call him then.
Okay, so insecurities, like I said.
But you don't think spending 20 grand on a trip. Maybe it's better with you than it was with the other person.
No, there's a lot of other places you can go. A lot of other restaurants you can.
New experiences.
She wants
to go.
Don't
control that. She ain't taking herself.
But Miami is so big. There's so much you can do
what they want, not what you want. You giving other people what they want. You serving, when you get in a relationship, you serving the other person. So if she don't want to go where you want to take her, but she want to go back to that spot, but you refuse to because of your insecurities, then what?
No, I think that mentality is what keeps women single. To not understand the reasons why a man doesn't want to bring you to somewhere another man took you. You want to qualify it as insecurity as opposed to try to understand the logic, and therefore you fail.
I disagree.
I still think it's insecurity.
But we'll move on.
It sounds ego driven because
I actually agree with him because
it sounds ego driven because it's about what Ham said. It's like we want to be the first. And that's where we are saying. So we are saying we're not trying to understand. We heard you what you said, and it still sounds like insecurity, like an ego.
Then it's not listening to understand. It's just it's not listening for comprehension. If you just say it still sounds like insecurity when a man explains you the reason, and then what man do you wait a minute, and then what man do you want to date that doesn't have ego? See, you get yourself in a conundrum when you guys say that. You want a man that has ego.
Right, but not ego driven. Of course, you want a man with an ego, fine, but not ego driven. And that's what I'm talking. That's what I said.
What does that look like?
And your ego is driving you to say, "I
Barnabas.
want to be the one to." What?
Looks like Barnabas.
Okay, my ego is saying, "I want to be considered the first. I want her to look at me as this grand person that had given her this experience first. So in her eyes, I'm bigger, right? That's how it's translated to us. And
I want to be the biggest person. My bad. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's why it looks like that's why we're saying insecurity because it's like
think about this. You want to be her superhero. You want to introduce her to these things. You want to be her greatest protector. You want to be the best man she's ever been with. You want to be the best person on your football team, on your baseball team. You want to make the most money you can. You don't want any other man to outwork you. So all this is men, and ego is a big part of a man. If a man loses ego, he loses masculinity. So you can't. It's going to be hard for you to try to pick out what you want out of ego. Ego is real, and it can be positive.
So what I was going to say is you can still be her superhero because, for example, if you took her to Trulux, right? That's a nice restaurant. She's been there before. She said, I've been here before, which I wouldn't even tell you that, but I've been here before. It might have been with her girlfriends or whatever. So
you wouldn't tell who what that.
Does it make a difference if it's with her girlfriends or it's a man? Like me,
make a difference. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So man. Okay. So I'll keep it apples to apples. Her previous.
What did you mean? What did you mean though, love? You said you wouldn't tell him that.
It's just because just to get through things because it's not even worth it. It's not worth.
It's worth it to him.
Okay. That's what I meant. So I'm going with the questions. I want to be.
Well, no, because I'm thinking back. Because remember, you said that you wouldn't be hiding anything. There wouldn't be a mask. Because a man
don't ask, don't tell. That's not hiding.
But if he asked, you would tell him.
Yes. Don't ask, don't tell. So if he didn't ask, have you ever been here before? If he just sit there and say, let's go to Trulux, I'm like, cool, let's go. I ain't gonna sit there and say I've been here before. I don't have to say that.
And the crazy thing is y'all don't even know where y'all been, where your wives have been for that very reason right there. She may not tell you. So
y'all can't go to Chick-fil-A no more.
But we still no, I get it. I get it. Now, just
understand. I wasn't done with the question. Real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you can still be her superhero and be very grand in her eyes because you took her there and her experiences with you, and she had a great experience with you at Trulux. You know what I'm saying? Like you can still be her superhero, still her best protector, super protector. All those things can be still.
It's not. So what you guys got to understand is. Go ahead. Well, let Savage jump in. Go ahead, Savage.
Let me give an equivalent. So, say I bought a ring for another woman and I proposed to her and we didn't end up getting married. And then I asked you to marry me. And then you found out after we got married that the ring that I gave you was the other chick's ring. How would you feel about that?
It's not the same.
You can do one better.
It is.
It is the exact same.
No, it's not.
I think if, let's say a guy offers to take you guys to the Poconos, because I agree with them. Don't take me nowhere you took someone else. Like, I don't want to go nowhere that you've been with someone else. And I wouldn't do that to a guy either. But let's say a guy offers to take you to the Poconos and you guys are riding up the hill. And he was like, yeah, last time, we had the champagne room, blah, blah, blah. I got that for us. How would you ladies feel about that? Like, it's kind of like, I don't want to do the same thing you did with somebody else. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel about it.
You shouldn't be talking like,
right? Why are you talking
about talking like that?
No. See, don't
listen here. But in real life,
no. Hold on a second. Let me reset the room. Let me reset the room because it's unfair for you guys to sit up here and say, oh, well, why he say that in the first place? What feeling would it conjure in you? And what Savage said, and what he's shaking hands, whatever. Oh, hey, John, thanks for the champagne room again, whatever the case is, because they know him. Like, how would you feel is the question, not necessarily how you got there. How would you feel if that happened to you is the question.
No lie, I wouldn't like that because once you said a champagne, I know somebody that did that with like multiple girls, and I was like, you ain't special because he take everybody to the champagne room and try to take me, and I was like, yeah, no. So I feel you with that, Ratchet.
Yeah,
but it goes along with the same statement. Hey, I'm gonna take you here. Why do you have to sit there and say, yeah, I went with so and so, we had a great time? Why do you have to say that? Like in real life, you don't have to say that.
He could have been just saying there's a, like great here, or
let me take over, Ratchet. It's deflection is what it is, right? Because you're gonna focus on how you got to that point as opposed to how it made you feel, right? So now you can avoid answering the question. So here's what actually might manifest. Maybe it might be realistic to you. Like when he say, "Oh, you're gonna love this. Watch this. This is good. Let's go to this restaurant." Well, last time I came here, like these things will just be said. It's casual because wait, sis. Because if you don't care, why does it even matter? Because you would care is the point.
No, if that's the case, you'd be looking for a virgin. The thing you guys love most, somebody already been in. So it's like at some point, something else got to make sense to y'all because the person you're married to been with another man, and that's the most sacred piece to y'all, correct?
But that's us. We're compromising with what we want. So like we're already marrying a woman that's not a virgin is us compromising the things that we hold true. If 100 years ago, not 85% of women were virgins. Guys are praying if you have less than 10 bodies now. So we're compromising with that. When you marry a woman, you're taking a commitment and you're putting a lot on the line. You want that to be the best thing you can do.
You'll compromise with that, but you won't take the broad to Fridays that she loves, that she been with the last nigga. Does that make sense to you?
Fridays is a $20 meal. Like we're not talking about trips out of town.
Okay. Whatever trip, wherever.
Where's the line? Where's the line?
Well, he's saying
you guys are the ones that want to feel special. You guys are the ones that get bored when things get stagnant. Like in this whole panel, women said, my attention should have been kept. He wasn't trying. Like all these things
No.
said
Ratchet
from your guy.
Conservative said that. Ratchet said that. We didn't all say that. I said what I said. She said what she said. She was doing what she was doing.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Yeah. You wouldn't take. So you guys would take the ring then.
That's not the same, Hen.
Explain why. Hold on. Wait. One at a time. Y'all done with that whole just over talking shit. So, Dana, you answer first. Why is that so much different?
I'm saying it's not the same because in my mind, when you purchase a ring for somebody, it's based on that person. It's selected based on that person. What you know about that person, what they like, what this means to you for them. Like there's meaning behind the purchase of the selection rather of the ring, not the purchase of the ring. So if you select this ring based off of who I am and our relationship and what you think I would like and what this means to you and what you think it will mean to me, that can't translate to another person. It's not the same thing.
So if I celebrate birthdays and I want to bring you out for your birthday and I'm trying to make it a moment, why would it not matter that you've been there before with another man? It don't have to be super deep. But if you're saying it needs to be special, it's less special if I know you've already had that experience with someone else somehow.
I understand what you're saying, but I feel like you're conflating the two. They're not nearly the same. Like us going to have a meal where people go all the time and where people will be where we are at the same time and have hundreds of meals go through there. It's not the same as selecting a ring for the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. It's just not this ribeye steak is not the same as this engagement ring, and it just will never be the same to me.
Dana,
I like the steak here. I like the chef. I like the way that he makes my shit medium rare, the way that I like it. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with the fact that I like going here and I've been here with somebody else. Would it matter that she had been there with her girlfriends? That she'd been on a girls' dinner? Because that wasn't with you either. So
no,
you didn't introduce her to that experience either.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in the same way. It doesn't have that same impact. However, if I was trying to create a moment for her, I would probably not choose that restaurant because she already had an experience there.
Even if it was with women.
Yeah, because I'm trying to create a moment, right? So in relation to like the ring, if it's like for her birthday or something special, then I'm gonna try to find something she never experienced that we can experience it the first time together. That's important. So let me get Love try to go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say outside of creating that special moment, because you spoke generally and you have spoken generally before about the restaurant thing or not wanting to
100%.
Your wife has been before.
100%.
So if your wife had been to, I don't know, a steakhouse
in relation to the ring is what I was saying in terms, because you said how special it is.
I got it. But I'm saying if she had been outside of the ring, if she had been to a restaurant with her girlfriends for a girl's birthday dinner or something like that, you wouldn't go back to that restaurant that she's already been to with those women because
I would go.
You want to be the first one. Hold
I
on.
would.
But you've said before, I want to be the one to show you these things to introduce you to this experience. So why is it now different that the experience is with women versus with men? Like if that's the actual goal, or is to show her something new or to experience something new with her that she hasn't already done before, why does it matter who she's done it with?
The feeling, the emotion, the connotation, none of it's the same. Let me get Love. Did you want to expound on that? Then I'm gonna get Sis was trying to say something, and then Savage can respond to.
There's nothing new. I was just gonna say my point was it's not the same thing, but Dana already talked about. I'm gonna hash that, but I agree it's not the same thing. The ring being bought for somebody else and giving it to me is not.
I just think it's very important for you guys to understand that we see it similarly. So it's not always about what you think or how you feel. It's very important to understand the other side that you have to communicate and have relations with. Sis.
I was just gonna say, knowing what I know now at this big age, I might even take the ring and then go get one I like if I see one a little better, because we're here now. We're in this modern, mixed, traditional, crazy society. You might as well somewhat go with the flow of things, especially if he's showing you he love you. Take the ring, go get one you really like.
Oh, so you ain't gonna wear that motherfucker though, but you're just pawn it to get the one you like.
I might wear it right back to K Jeweler or something like that. But
you ain't gonna keep it is the point, right? Because you know it ain't for you.
If I don't like it, I might think like I want to add something to it, let them do something, change it up. I don't know, but there's ways around that.
Savage.
Well, I just find it funny. Like if I married Ratchet, all right, and we had a honeymoon and we went to the same place she went to Pound Town, and she told you girls would clown me. So to sit here and act like these things don't matter and it's insecurity. Well, maybe the jeweler that made that ring I really liked. Maybe I really liked that set. Like there's thousands and millions of rings made every year. Maybe I really liked that one and I want my wife to have that ring. It just didn't work out the first time. But there's nothing wrong with that, right?
You're comparing apples and t-shirts.
No, because you're putting a special value on what that ring means towards your marriage. We're putting that same importance on moments with our wives.
I think that's the problem.
No, because listen, when I'm on the deathbed and I'm thinking back to that time that I took her to that five-star restaurant.
That's what you think about on your deathbed? Go ahead.
Thinking about moments with my wife, yeah, I'm the one that's crazy here. Sorry. I should be thinking about work or something, or be independent. But when I'm dying and I'm thinking about my life with my family, and I'm thinking about that restaurant or that trip that we went to, that she really went with another guy first, and that's why we went there, that's a shitty place. That's a shitty place to be.
This nigga think about PF Chang's on his deathbed is hilarious.
You do realize that I don't take my wife to those restaurants, right?
Savage. You sound nuts right now.
Crazy. I don't Google condom serial numbers, lady. You're the nuts one. Your Playboy was Playboy was playing you. You were getting played and then started being crazy. All right. Me thinking about
investigative. I'll take that. Maybe.
Yeah.
Curious. Crazy. I'll take that.
And the guy that thinks that the radio's listening to him is doing some investigation too, but we call him crazy as well.
I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion.
But the point that I'm making is when you marry a woman, you want to be the best things that you can be for that woman. Like that's the key idea as a man.
I get that.
That's why we work more. That's why we do the things that we do, and we sacrifice for these things. So to look back and know 50 years later that my wife wanted to go to London because the last time she was at London, she got her back broken by some buck while she was out there for finding herself and empowerment of girls trip in college. That's egg on my face as a man. You women would clown us. So that's my point.
I understand your point and I understand the sentiment. I don't agree with it. And I just feel like you guys place too much value on the wrong thing. And I'll leave it at that.
Mm-hmm. Then what's the right thing?
The sanctity. So Dana, what should we? Because like Savage was saying, and Sis was saying, well, they already gave up the box. So why are you worried about this other stuff? Virgins are a thing of the past. So Savage said we already have to settle and compromise with the fact that our women have been with other men. All right, cool. But there's things that we can say, okay, well, we can do this together, you and I. Right? Why is it not very important to understand that once again your counterparts feel this way overwhelmingly? You might have a couple outliers that don't care, fine, right? But you can't solve for those, and you're going to generally run into men that have a similar sentiment. So why call their sentiment silly? That doesn't make a lot of sense for progression.
I said I understand, and I disagree respectfully because I think that the value is placed on outside factors of the relationship. That's really what the issue is here. You're worried about the next man. You're worried about my past. You're worried about things that have absolutely nothing to do with what you and I have going on right now. And that for me is the real issue. Like this, if we're starting, if you have a past, I have a past. Why should that be a factor as to how we move forward, you and I, in the future?
Do you look at the Carfax?
The real issue is
when you buy a used car. Do you look at the Carfax?
Yes, I do.
Do you look up the vehicle incident report? Do you look how many accidents it has, the mileage, the scratches, all of it?
You don't get to know all of that
for Carfax.
I'm okay. I'm fast forwarding. Yes, for Carfax, yes, but
what I'm saying is,
you don't have the privilege of knowing all of that.
You're gonna invest in something. You want to vet it. Right, you want to try to understand as much as possible. I mean, it applies.
Yeah, if most men knew all the Carfax, they wouldn't be married.
Probably. That's a fact. You're right. We know. But see what? Look what we have to pick from. If you saying that we all wouldn't be married, that's a shitty pool.
There's a lot to pick from. Y'all going over the overseas, over in other countries. There's Asian, Caucasian. I mean, what you talking about? Last time we checked, y'all found somebody. Where were they going, Dana? Asia, where are they going?
I'm not understanding your point.
Honduras. They was going to Brazil and Honduras.
What?
Let me get. All right, let's Savage reply. Let me just read these super chats real quick. Yeah, I mean, I guess you say if you vouching for the other women they choosing, all right, cool.
Yeah, but I just find it. I find it funny though because women will be with you and compare you to the other dudes They'll compare your sex to the other dude's sex. They'll compare you about the things that they wish you would do that this other guy did while you're with them. But when you're like, hey, I'd not like to go to a trip that another dude took you on, we're insecure. Weird.
Shout out to T-Spells with the $2 super chat. I no longer wanted them. That's why I'm single. Shout out to John the Baptist with the $5 super chat. Thank you, John. What is sad in this conversation? Women call.
Oh, my bad. You broke up for a second. What's sad is in this conversation, women call men insecure and never understand the purpose of a man. Go ahead, Dana.
Shout out to T.O. with the $5 super chat. It's like buying you the exact same purse that you know we bought our ex. Don't be insecure. Don't worry about the last woman. Shout out to John the Baptist again with the $2 super chat. Love is saying she would lie by omission. That's
not true. That's not what I said.
Shout out to T.O. with the $5 super chat again. When she start knowing what she want to eat before the menu come, we know she's been there before, especially knowing most not knowing what they want.
She looked it up before y'all got there. You told her.
Right, I was say I look at the menu before I go to any restaurant. That's the God's honest truth. I really do.
He making a joke, but my biggest concern is the dismissive nature of the conversation because you can't understand why we feel like that. That part is concerning because I would have, unless everybody's goal is to be by themselves, but if that's not your goal, it would behoove you to be empathetic to this thought.
I don't think we were being dismissive. I think we just don't agree. Like, honestly, we were listening. I don't think it was a dismissive.
No, I'm not saying you weren't listening, but the laughing and joking and telling them why it's not, like, I think the consideration to ask more questions to understand might be helpful to you.
Yeah, again, I don't think we were dismissive, but I mean, I'll leave it at that. I don't think we're.
No, you don't. But love, I find it odd that you always have an answer before the person is done talking. So what else would that be other than dismissive?
I don't even know when I was talking. I didn't interrupt, honestly.
No, you don't. I don't think you're cognizant. You just be doing this and then you say no before they finish talking. So I'm wondering, like, damn, how much consumption of the information is happening?
When I go like this, is to a point that you stated I don't agree with, and then I keep on listening. That doesn't mean I'm stop listening. It's like you made a statement, period. And and at the period, I was like, no, I don't agree with that. And then you went on to your next statement. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm active listening.
Yeah, that's not how, like, even in the debate. Well, John, what's popping? We about to get out of here. It's good.
Fam? What's up, fam? How y'all doing tonight?
Good, hey, bro. Good. What up, though?
Crazy conversation. So when I'm gonna pick at my sister for a second. So Dana, you should stay with old dude when he was cheating on you. You should have stayed with him because your feelings were not important about how he made you feel.
What?
I said, I'm gonna pick at you for a second, Dana, because you're my sister, right? So
not heard that part.
So when old player dude was cheating on you, you should have stayed with him and not worry about how he made you feel. You should just worry about how he felt.
You know what's funny, John? You probably missed the first part when I said he broke up with me.
I probably did miss that part. So I fall back there.
Because what I said was what I learned from my last relationship is I don't know when to draw the line between fighting for my relationship, because this is a part of the fight, this is a part of the struggle, versus sis, it's time to walk away. You don't have to, this isn't normal, this isn't okay. I don't know where that line, I didn't know at that time at 29 what that line was. I know now, but I was willing to stay in it and fight. But along those lines, within that fight, it became toxic, because then it became me accusing him of cheating and him actually cheating, and then me accusing him, and there's the mistrust, and it was just messy. It was back and forth, and he got tired of me asking him questions and accusing him of shit, and so he broke up with me.
I got you. But the point I was trying to get to was, you're right. That was the wrong way to get there, because you're right. But the point I was trying to make to is that in this conversation, what's happened is we're not valuing what the men want, though. So
That's
if
what you
he's
want.
I know, correct. That's basically what's happening in the conversation, because if men are supposed to buy these expensive diamond rings for these fancy weddings and these engagements, these fancy lifestyle, but then what do we get in return? What do we get? And you're right. F what you want, because that's nobody cares what the man really wants. And so that's what Red was saying earlier, is that at what point do we get what we want out of this relationship?
At
We
what
can't
point
we
do we get
can't
what we want, John?
we can't get submissive wives. We can't get virgins. I mean, so
You guys have it so fucking rough. You
we
can't
have it
get
just we
virgins. Y'all want virgins so bad. Y'all can get You want young virgins. Y'all can go get young virgins. They are born every fucking day. You can go get them if that's what you want. Submissive, I was that too. Actually, I know you don't believe me. I know you don't.
No,
have,
I'm not saying.
I
I'm
know you
not
don't
saying.
believe I
I'm
have a
not saying.
submissive
I'm
bone
not
in my
saying.
body.
I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you specifically.
No, I
I
know. I know
yeah.
you're not talking about me specifically. You're speaking generally, and I'm speaking generally as well. Y'all can go get virgins if that's what you want. You can go get your young, fertile, submissive,
Sis said
moldable
they are.
virgins.
Sis said they are.
But John has that, so I don't even know why he up here. I don't know what's going on.
Because I'm not talking about me. I'm just talking in general. I'm just saying
Oh,
in general
okay,
conversation. I'm not talking about me
Just always
specifically.
say that.
Cool.
We can have so if we can have a general conversation without and it still be relevant.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Savage.
Well, currently we get 50% divorce rate, 80% of women filing for divorce. We get 90% loss of custody of our children. We get 90% paying for alimony. We don't get virgins. We don't get pleasant women. We don't get non-combative women. We don't get sex when we want it.
Y'all want to be victims so bad.
25% of marriages are sexless.
I mean, respectfully though, like what? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Hey Nina, you
Nina,
good?
what's good?
That's okay. Real quick, super duper quick. The theme of tonight's show is relationships in hindsight, and what did you learn, and how could you improve? And we came back to where we always come back, and talking about women dumping on women, how women are so horrible, and how women always divorce other men, how women don't give enough sex, and how women don't listen, and how women talk.
Everything
Come back.
is our fault.
It's like
Everything
literally
is our fault.
every single episode ends up to where we're at right now. It's always the woman's fault. Like, this is the woman's POV. The conversations about relationships in hindsight. What did you learn about yourself? Women showed a lot of accountability tonight on this podcast, on this panel. Our panel showed a lot of accountability, and it still ended up at midnight, like it always does, with women. Y'all don't give us enough sex, and y'all are too mean and argue and don't listen, and you don't want to hear it. And it's like, but we want you guys to hear us as well, and it's not the victim Olympics and who has it the worst. Can we bring it back to what did you learn, or what have you learned after your third relationship, guys? What did you learn to made you a better husband? Like, can we bring it back full circle to where we answered, and can you all answer at least one of those questions? Hey Nina,
Well, I think what happened is it went a little bit down the rabbit hole because at some juncture people stopped listening. And that's the problem. So let me give you an example. So remember how we said y'all be talking about bullshit, and y'all think y'all feelings and emotions supposed to matter so much. We need to hear you out, right? When the truth is, in the decisions, a lot of the shit that y'all be thinking doesn't matter. But last week we said, okay, if we listen, bring some consideration, even if it's minuscule, that's satisfying to y'all, even though we think it's bullshit. So it's important that we at least understand that that's valuable to you guys, right? And that we need to consider it to some form to get closer together. Because that did pertain what we were talking about at the end, based on some of the examples of what happened in hindsight. But yeah, I mean, sometimes we start throwing the stats to your point, and then that sounds like the standard rhetoric. So I don't know. I've just been listening. Nina, what's popping? What you have for us?
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet because I know it's late and I know that y'all are tired, so I'm not even
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
do
about
this
to
to
get out of
y'all.
here.
But no, you guys have been so accountable tonight, so you guys should like give yourselves a hand. This topic this topic was like very, very difficult. Like you guys talked about a lot of triggering things. Like that is a hard bitter pill to swallow thinking about like whether it was your fault that you lost your best friend and thinking about like whose fault it was for the last relationship to end. I mean, that's not easy, especially if it ended rough, you know. So and then I wanted to comment on what was his name? Was it Savage?
Mhm.
You said something about you guys not getting virgins. I mean, I'm a woman, so I mean, maybe I don't look at it the same way, but I would think that you wouldn't want a virgin because then you would laugh about her being inexperienced, or would you be irritated that she's not experienced? Would that backfire with her being a virgin? Because would that make you want to cheat? Like, do you even want a virgin?
So when you jump on top and give me that Good Cook 3000, I know that you learned that from another dude. So men and women we both have two dating strategies. Women normally when they're younger choose like appearance, height, potential. As women get older, they choose security. Men choose whores to bust nuts. Men don't want whores for wives. So we both have similar strategies in different parts of our lives. When we're younger, we don't have as many options, but we get more options as we get older. You guys have more options when you're younger and get less options as you get older. So our strategies are the same, they're just reversed.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. I mean, sometimes I just feel like you guys would just make an excuse. Like if you did get a virgin, then you would complain about that. But what do I know? I don't know.
I think we can teach them, Nina, because she learned all that from somebody. So why not me?
Oh no, that makes sense. Yeah, when you put it that
Let's
way.
be honest. Majority of the time we do all the work anyways, so it's not like
I can't speak for anyone else, so I won't comment on what someone else is doing. I don't know.
Yeah, nah, man. Shit. But I'm sure a motherfucker be complaining like, yeah, she don't know how to do shit. But I think the sanctity of that might outweigh that teaching time. I don't know.
Okay, guys, I'm out. I'll be in the chat.
Oh man. Let me make sure. John, do you have any other questions?
No, I'm good. I thought that was a good conversation. I want to get up in for y'all close out. It was good though.
Yeah, man, that was a good ass combo, man. For real, man. Well, y'all stay up here. We're gonna do the final thoughts, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. It helps the channel the most. I sure hope everybody been hitting the like button. I appreciate the moderators for keeping that message and going. Savage, always showing love. Everybody. Reese, what up? Where you been at? We didn't even see you. Let me read these last two super chats real quick. Mr. Britt with the $2 super chat. John with the Anthony Davis wall. John Room like he's 16 years old. Reese Anderson with the $5 super chat. I think everyone accepts the better woman looks, the less likely it is for her to be satisfied with an average man, and most women agree with that. Reese with the $5 super chat. So why do women expect black men specifically to be sexually monogamous to them if they make six figures? Heck, even if they make 60 plus in some areas. You saying you won't get monogamy if you make it 60 grand? Yeah, I guess if you're in Alabama. Wow, I got to stop picking on Alabama, man. Hey, please hit that like button. Please hit all the links in the description. Please become a member. It's pinned to the top of the chat. There's a couple different levels of membership. I do release members only videos. So a lot of the hot ones that been out, I release them on members only for probably 4 or 5 days before I release them to the public. There's also discount codes for the merch and all that. You know what I mean? So I do not fuck with Jerry Springer, but I do like one of his constructs. Sis, final thought.
Is Jerry? Is he still alive? No, he can't be answered that. Well,
He
is.
dead.
Oh, he did die.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man. Relationship. Okay. Just try to choose as best as you can. There's always gonna be something, but ask questions. Don't go for the superficial. Have a good night.
Word. Tay.
I think the recurring thing for the night is just to make sure you're taking accountability for yourself and for your actions, for your own healing, so that, you know, we evolve as people individually, but it's also important to understand that you need to evolve in a relationship with the person that you love and be open to that.
Word. Savage.
Hemp, I think that we need to do a panel of just men talking about how they're healing and just really encourage the healing of men and us healing from all our past relationships. And I also find it a little bit funny that the three men that were on the panel, besides Simp Barnabas, are married and best understood compromise and understood the position the others were bringing. The people that disagreed are not married. Odd.
Word. Dana.
Fuck everything Savage just said. First and foremost.
Word.
Also, you know, be your most true and authentic self as always. At the end of the day, we do this gender war shit for entertainment, but we need each other, right? So we all have to be the best versions of ourselves, and we are willing to make compromises. We're willing to make sacrifices. We're willing to bend in order to accommodate the right person, but don't lose yourself in trying to adjust to that person's wants, needs, or fuck ass opinions about gender roles and their insecurities about going to Chick-fil-A.
Word. Ratchet.
Okay, I had to unmute. So what I would say is choose wisely and make sure that you guys are on the same page. To all my incels out there, keep hope alive. You know, there's some good women out there. You just got to know where to find them. They are not on social media, so get a life and get out there. Treat others how you want them to treat you, and stay faithful out there.
Word. Love.
This was a great conversation tonight. And again, I'm going to say it again. I want to give big ups to all of my fellow panelists that were transparent, that were vulnerable, and I appreciate you. This was a hard conversation, but definitely was needed. It's a step in the right direction. And I'd also like to say self-reflection, introspective tasks or activities are very important for growth and for understanding who you are. Why did my thing go small? And understanding who you are. Okay, I guess I'm done with my final thought.
When Tay popped on it.
Okay. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought now. But anyway, the point is do self-reflection, introspection, and definitely communication is key. Be honest with yourself and with your partner. And yes, I agree with Dana. And I've said this plenty of times before, like we always have. We need each other, men and women. I'm so over gender wars. I'm so tired of the victim Olympics. Let's just work together, y'all, because we can definitely do it. I need you. You need me. Let's get it.
Word. Yeah. I don't know. I gotta assess it more in terms of what we're willing to listen to and what we aren't willing to listen to, because I think that'll tell me if we over the gender wars and the victim Olympics. So a lot of it's going to come through how we respond to things that are said that we don't agree with or we don't quite understand. I think that's really what it is. We lack understanding. We're ignorant to some of the thoughts that we hear from one another. And then so when we don't agree, right, it can come across as us not wanting to understand what's being said. And I don't know how we can make progress in that way. And everybody included, not just this conversation. But if we arguing for the sake of being right, we're gonna keep arguing. Y'all motherfuckers is average. In the
And
chat.
you're short. And you're short. Shut up.
It's my final thought. Now, I don't ever interrupt you guys' final thoughts with all the foolishness y'all say.
I thought you moved on. Sorry.
Nah, I'm done. I'm not done.
Go ahead.
And I guarantee I got more bodies than all of y'all combined. So short, whatever. I'm taller than most women. But here's the thing. If you fuck me up, all y'all motherfuckers is averages. All right. Point blank, period. So stop walking around here like your shit don't stink. Understand your options. Understand who it is you're dealing with. You don't got no fucking soulmate. That's why you always get married with the people that's around you. It's proximity. That's why long distance don't work, because them niggas ain't for you. It's the person that you're gonna get the most along with and align the most with. That's it. All right. So humble yourself. All y'all between a 3 and a 6. Relax.
I'll take that.
Thanks, Ratchet. I appreciate it.
I'll take the 6.
Yeah, ask Stevie Wonder. Like, share, subscribe.
Camp, before you go, you got a couple super chats.
If I wasn't so rudely interrupted.
I apologize. Doesn't that mean? Did you hear the apology?
I know you. You laughed after you said sorry.
Yeah, I didn't mean that shit.
Savage. Oh, this is Savage, of course.
You wanted him to read this, Dana? Really?
No, we still gotta acknowledge his fuck shit.
Savage with the $2. Men don't need women. You guys need us. Savage. If you single over 30, you insecure.
And if you don't know your after 30, then you need to go back to elementary school.
Elementary.
Savage $2. Accountability is a woman's weakness.
Now, who wasn't listening then? If he says it is, he was listening to our conversation earlier.
No, I think guys did a fine job with accountability, but you also know that we have not deconstructed the notion of accountability being a 4-letter word to women. Savage is the $2. Take these women to only Applebee's.
Not if somebody else took us there first.
Right.
I've been there before my other man.
Hey, you can go to, he treated you like shit if you keep taking you to Applebee's anyway. Savage Red Recovery with the follow super chat. Gotta go to bed. I have to go make this money to 5% with my wife. I'm 6'3", 216.
And insecure as shit. Why are you putting your
Go to
stats
bed.
on your
Right.
Yeah,
That's insecure.
That's weird.
Whack, whack, whack.
Boo.
Go to bed.
I ain't learned shit.
Not from him.
I got the point, but it got, I think, just convoluted in a bunch of back and forth. But I understood what he was saying. What I know as a whole, we didn't agree with it, but I think I picked up on it.
Who was saying? Savage? What Savage was saying?
Basically saying,
what did he say?
Men, like, they value, that bitches ain't got a lot of bodies, period. And then, for women, we look at something different. But I disagree with that. I don't like that thought, but it is what it is, and it still makes it valid that that's how they think. That don't take it away.
Well, I actually thought he said the bodies didn't matter or didn't count or some shit like that.
You still spending money here.
They matter to guys, but it's a real thing.
Yeah, bodies matter to us. And like sis said, did we know the truth? Who knows, right?
Yeah,
But
fine.
we inquire. But now here's the thing, though. Women standing on that has divided us. The fact that, well, you don't know because we be lying, and like that ain't kosher either.
But it's also not cool either for men to be like, oh, I got 1 million bodies. Like that ain't that ain't attractive either. You know what I mean?
Why?
I'm not. You want virgins, but you don't want nobody that's been in like
I don't care about nobody. It's under, what is it? 20% of men, 20% of women achieve vaginal orgasm. You need a man.
Men ain't out here massaging the clit, but we're not gonna talk about it.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Penetration.
What's it called? Penetration. My bad. Not vaginal. I meant penetration. Huh? Right? Is that? I think I'm pretty on. Right? That's the stat. Right? It's like 20%
of women need clitoral stimulation on top of that, so it's not happening.
No, I'm not. Tay. I know where the clit is. I know where you got to go inside, like the tunnel. The tunnel part, women not receiving just orgasm. I think it's like 20% of women. Now, if you put the clit involved with the tunnel, and then you go up up into the right, left, right. Now you're getting somewhere. But I'm just talking about when guys go like this a lot, women ain't busting a nut. Is my point.
Yeah, because you're missing the G spot. It's only 2 inches in and up.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Tay, that's what I'm saying.
Wait.
Huh?
I'm sorry. Oh,
No, it was Tay's fault. But what I'm saying is, I can have the conversation because I got a lot of bodies. So for us, that's more important because y'all already not achieving orgasm.
I mean, I get what you're saying, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. I don't like it, but I get it.
Yeah. What, love? What is she saying in freezing?
You muted, love.
I know I be talking behind the mute. I don't interrupt him. I be trying not to get cussed out by him, so I say I'm mute.
Read a super chat so he can use sign language.
He got 3 of them. He got 3 of them.
For real, he's still. I thought he was going to bed.
He's mad. He's gonna check his white phone. Go check your white phone,
Savage. You are not married and overweight. $2 from Savage. You're not. He said, enjoy the wine and the cats.
We're not white women. Next.
Savage Red with the $2. You all women wouldn't kick Drake out. Stop lying.
Correct.
Don't nobody want
Aubrey can get what he want. Y'all better stop playing.
Not with his hair looking like mine with 2 barrettes in it.
Okay, listen.
have some red babies. I'm good.
If he start that non-singing, Dana, your ass is grass.
You think I wouldn't fuck Drake? I absolutely would fuck Drake.
I don't do light skin. I can't.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, I messed up my whole final thought, man. God damn. That's crazy. All right, we good now?
Love is crazy.
Let me say bye to the chat real quick. Who in the chat, man? Applebee's is rough, Mr. Britt said. Barnabas still here. You got kicked out. Twan, appreciate you. Twan calling Cap on something. Aubrey get what he hit. Get what he. I don't know what he's saying. Joe, what's popping? Here for the tea. I didn't even see you. Oh, yes, I did. It was good. Who else? T Spells in the building. Savage, of course. Nina, thank you for popping on. Short and sweet. We appreciate that. T.O. was showing wild love today. Appreciate you, God. Who else we got? A couple others. Yeah, man. Cool. Are y'all straight?
No, Savage got another one.
I know you lying. Are you serious?
No, I'm not.
I thought he was going to bed with his 6'3",
He
26
is
pound
so
self.
obsessed with us. It's ridiculous.
I thought he was married. Go to bed with your wife.
Obsessed. And
so
then he goes
with our wine and our cats.
And then he gonna send another one saying, "I'm not obsessed, you basic ass bitches."
Leave us alone with our wine and our cats.
It's
like,
wine dogs. Okay. And dogs.
I ain't even know Nina said all of y'all are 10. She's wilding.
You gotta read his before that though.
I love Nina.
I like Nina. She cool. Where is it?
Nina's dope.
She's so sweet.
Why we not a 10? Why? Why?
Him say we 3s, period, across the board.
Yeah, between a 3 and a 6, 5.
7.
No.
3 and 6. Don't keep trying to go low.
Yeah, but I had to reassess.
Wow.
See, look, he's still going. You know what? Stay online and keep this nigga's money.
And split it with us. And split it with us.
Savage be getting too much money, man.
You need too many diapers. Stay online.
He said, I was letting my dogs in.
You said good night. Stop lying, Savage. Oh, lying ass liar.
That is crazy, man. And y'all gonna stop calling me short, first off.
You are.
You gonna start calling us ugly.
I know calling us 3s. How dare you?
No, I'm saying a 4 is straight.
What? No.
That.
I'm not below average. I'm not below.
Think about it. No, you're not. 5 isn't average, it's middle.
Which is
failing. That's 50%. That's failing.
That wouldn't be average. The average would be what most people are.
I'm popping.
I'm above average.
No, you got, like I said, a 4 is good.
I want to be a 6. Give me a 6. Give me a 6 then.
Think about it. Think about it. If Kelly Rowland's a 10, Beyonce's a 9, where the fuck do y'all get off thinking that y'all 7s? That don't even make no sense.
Where the fuck you get off thinking I'm not?
If Rihanna's an 8 or a 7.
Give me Rihanna's makeup artist and hairstylist and trainer. Nigga, it's over. It's over.
If I had a little bread, I would be about a 7.5.
I'm just saying, like, y'all gotta be realistic. If you putting yourself in a pool with who they like? Who's the Naomi Campbell and Cindy Crawford? Come on, man, stop.
Pretty.
Cindy Crawford.
They're 60. I'm with
Naomi. First off, Naomi Campbell was the most beautiful woman for 20 years. Stop. Don't.
She still is beautiful.
She's
gorgeous.
Naomi Campbell. Sis, you realize Naomi Campbell was probably one of the first ever supermodels.
We just said she's still pretty. What are you talking about? We just gave her her props.
No, sis. I'm talking.
I'm saying this. I hear her body and the best walk. So she was in.
I'm just telling you what people are. You know, you got. What's the other girl name that just got divorced for the 4th time?
Kimora.
She's a.
No.
She's a model.
No. Halle.
Halle Berry.
She's voted most beautiful women 3 times. So if she's a 10, there's no fucking way y'all think like I'm a set. No, you gotta be real.
My personality makes me a 7. My personality.
No, it doesn't.
I think the humor.
No, it doesn't.
I'm a good time.
No, it'd be better off for you to not talk. just
It just smile and show my dimple.
Yeah, text don't got a tone. Just. You know
wait, Savage said he gonna sponsor my trainer because he got all this fucking
Rain
money.
Man.
Free ass.
Wait, did you just call me Rain Man?
That's how you need to be.
I can't.
Why are we still on? Well, I thought we wrapped up.
We still on because Savage won't stop super chatting. He want to be back so
sponsor
bad.
my trainer then. Cool, sponsor my trainer so I can get some of these cats and not drink so much wine.
And don't get me wrong. Y'all, I'm saying y'all pretty. I'm just saying you gotta really understand when you line up against motherfuckers, you're gonna have to line up against the best.
What are
Comparison is the death of advancement.
Like
Did you know that?
Huh?
Comparison is the death of advancement. Did you ever know that? Did you ever hear that before?
That makes no sense.
No, seriously. Like honestly, you comparing yourself to somebody else, then you are.
It just makes no sense. I'm saying.
I'm explaining it to you since it doesn't make sense to you. I'm trying to clarify so you can understand. When you compare yourself to other people, you are limiting your creativity, you're limiting your shine, you're limiting who you are because you're comparing yourself against somebody else, which you should not do. That's all.
Yes, sounds like who made that? Who said that?
A very wise person.
Yeah, it sounds like a weak mentality.
Listen, I'll also say, look, Beyonce and Halle Berry, they all 9s and 10s, but they still getting cheated on. So what we saying?
We saying they pretty.
Oh, okay.
That's all we saying. We just saying they pretty. That's it. That's all we saying.
So that's all I'm saying.
I never got cheated on, so that makes me even more of a 7 because I never got cheated on.
Don't make a nigga faithful though. I don't care how pretty you are.
Nah, we just saying like y'all just gotta keep it. You gotta remain humble.
But
You know what I mean?
Okay, they, you know.
I'm not a humble 4. I know that.
Shit.
Fuck
All
that.
I'm saying,
Like, what that bitch say on Friday? I know somebody who like it, bitch. Shut up.
you'll definitely get a nigga to put his penis in it.
Oh,
That's
God.
not saying
so
anything.
vulgar right now. Yes, thank you for sending me to
I'm
white
vulgar. You didn't say
school.
nothing to Tay.
What?
Tay's not vulgar. She's seductive.
She's
I
stuck.
didn't hear her say
Oh,
anything.
Average with the $5. If I sponsor a trainer, I'm only doing that if you also do wife school, and I'll pay for that as well.
I'll go there too.
Oh,
Thank
Sure.
you. Thank you, Savage.
Send me to white school.
She don't even want to go upstairs.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm not going to wife school if you send your wife to wife school first, because that ruins the experience for me.
He's down here with us. He don't want to be with us.
$100 Savage.
Obviously,
Men
you're right. Say
cheat.
it again, sis. Say it again.
I said it.
Men cheat. Deal with it. Know what happens. Move forward. 70 and alone sucks.
Deal with it. And
Being
move
down here on a podcast 30 minutes after you said you left and being alone sucks. Like, what are you talking about, Savage? Like, cut it out.
Who's saying
You're
it's
down here with us. You like it here. You love it here.
He can't get enough. This is ridiculous.
I think he's mad because we're not mad. We're single. I'm so confused. Why y'all?
That's exactly what it is.
I
Sis.
want
You nailed it.
you are. That's crazy.
You got it. He's mad that we're not mad that we're single.
Shoot, I'm
I'm-
dodging bullets.
Man, being single is not a flex, bro.
You
Nobody
don't take my
said it
shit. Don't take my
was.
shit because I said that first. No, it's not a flex.
It's not.
And
It's like
don't
being
listen
married
to that
ain't a
shit.
flex.
Love said that
Don't
not
listen.
comparing yourself shit is weak. Don't listen. You gotta aspire. It's competition out here. God damn it.
Anybody could get married. That's what y'all need to know. Just like that lady that set her man up. She was just on the stand, wasn't she?
Who?
She was married. Rudolph or something.
Travis Rudolph, remember him?
Was she married to him?
Listen.
Anybody could go
sis-
get some paper. Hush.
Now here's the thing. Sis may be lost.
I'm not lost. Far from it. I know what's going on.
Everybody can't. No, I'm not saying you don't understand what's going on. There's no change in your mindset. So everybody can't go.
What's my mindset?
Everybody can get married. Body count shouldn't matter. You should bring your
Everybody
girl
can
wherever. Look. Now sis starting to overtalk.
Just saying. Everybody can't get married. The
I wasn't done. I wasn't done with your line of rhetoric.
Okay.
Kids don't need their daddies.
That's not tonight.
You know what? Matter of fact, I just got sis's new moniker.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
What?
They the same.
You know, I thought that earlier because I knew I took it.
You and Savage got the same.
I took his name earlier. I already had that in my head.
Sis Savage. Y'all keep on y'all same shit. Y'all ain't gonna waver for nothing.
I know what that though. That's his name, but I thought that earlier.
I think that's Savage's real name though.
Speaking of which, he's still going. He's not tired yet.
Oh, all right.
Do his $5 super chat.
Oh, all right. Hold on. Let me find it.
He just want to argue.
Yeah, he just up like the rest of them.
Nah, he's showing love, man.
Shit like that.
I'm not mad. I'm throwing money to my bro. You know
Shit
what I
like
mean? Listen.
Savage tripping. He up here all night with us. It's 12:30. Go dick your wife down. Like,
right. You have a whole wife upstairs.
Leave us alone.
You're not giving it
We're
up.
so obsessed
I
with
got
us.
a whole wife upstairs. I'm down here with y'all.
You making money.
money.
You making money. You spending money to talk to us. There's a difference.
Sexless marriages all over the place. Maybe that's why y'all down here. Y'all ain't getting none anyway. That's what it is.
Nah, she know. I've been telling her, man, because you right though, sis. We had like a drought. I'm like, yo, all right now. You know what I get into.
How are you saying this on these YouTube streams?
Sis, no.
That's
All right, you better stop playing.
That's crazy.
This is the longest final word or last thoughts ever.
No, and then when I go upstairs, this nigga chug. This nigga laying in the middle of the bed.
And he big too.
He's big as hell, nigga.
Crawled out.
That's a big nigga. He big. He big.
In the middle of the bed.
Tell you, man. But yeah, that's
He's
them
still
droughts.
going. He's still going. Damn, stay on as long as you can, because he gonna keep throwing money as long as
Savage
you talking
crazy,
shit.
man. We're gonna do a podcast too with the about the Bible and shit. Savage with the $5. He's a Christian man with kids. That's my bro. I have 4 kids working on the 5th. Him, I say the same thing to my wife. Real shit.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like
Are you
that.
a Christian man? Hamper, you
Yeah,
a Christian
you're
man?
not a Christian. Can't be not a Christian.
The Bible is the truth.
But you're not a Christian.
No. Answer the question. Ham, are you a Christian man?
And ain't
No.
I've never heard.
Okay.
I'm a real Christian, not that church shit.
So fuck you, Savage.
No. Me and Savage on the same side, man. Hey, Mr. Britt.
Yeah, though.
Huh?
About men healing, like I do like that idea as a topic. I would love to listen in on that.
But he had a facetious nature to it, though. Did you
He
hear
was
it?
being nasty. Yeah, he was being
I know,
very
but he on the
facetious.
women's POV, so he.
We did that before, though, Tay. We did that before.
Yeah.
Mr. Britt, keep it a bean. You ever had a drought where you wasn't getting no cheeks? Because Mr. Britt married, too. Because why the hell did that happen, yo?
Were they, I don't know,
like y'all
fresh out of pregnancy?
Right.
I guess it'd be tied to how they feel.
Sleepy.
And being tired.
They'd be feeling sleepy.
But tired is that really a valid excuse, y'all think?
I already told you. I don't know how many times I gotta tell y'all. It's not that fun. Well, if Tay enjoys it, but I don't know if y'all. It's not that fun.
I mean, if you got the right partner, it is.
If
Mr.
you want
Britt
us to
said 2
participate,
weeks.
if you want us to participate, tired is an excuse.
Right, because
But and then the running,
Remember the advice I gave you beforehand? Like, was it last week? Wake her up with cunnilingus. You have to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if she
Listen,
fall
man.
asleep,
women love
to do.
We like it, not just. All right, I'm about to hit it. Like,
you gotta touch and rub and
gotta be
go between the legs.
Maybe. Double R. You ever had a drought like that? I'm gonna ask
Double R is a
you.
man. I thought Double R was that's a man.
Yeah, that's my man Rasheen.
So a drought is 2 weeks to y'all or more.
Yeah, that's a drought.
Okay, I mean, that's a long time.
And then but y'all right though. Like when they do it just to get you out the way, you can tell.
Yeah, you want a woman to be engaged.
You don't care.
Your partner. You want your partner to be engaged. It ain't fun if you ain't if both of y'all not enjoying yourself.
Tay, fuck all that shit. Because he was talking big shit last week, talking about don't let that man leave the house without his balls drained. You don't care how that shit happens. You don't care if we enjoy it. You don't care if we actually want to participate. As long as you get what the fuck you need, y'all don't fucking care.
Well, see,
shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the times where you wanted to be fun, you wanted to be able to turn it on and off.
Y'all want so fucking much.
Listen.
Yeah, but think about it. If that's your only option, yes, you want everything from her. Yeah.
Shout out to Savage again with his basic obsessed ass with the $5 super chat. I'm a Bible believing Christian. White people first language is sarcasm. Hamp say paying bills not that fun.
Womp 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 with the
Oh yeah. Because y'all was saying how they were like, sis said sex ain't that fun. Neither is paying these goddamn bills, but they get done every month.
I know that's right.
I'm just like, God damn, like you feel some type of way, so you get to close your legs. That's bullshit.
You feel some type of way, so you get to close your legs.
Yeah. And then look at this. I feel some type of way, but I still pay our bills. See, y'all want it both ways. That's the part that killed me. I gotta pay all these bills.
If you want to be off of work, you take your PTO or not?
I don't take PTO.
Do you have the option?
Do you know who you talking to?
Do you have the option?
Oh,
I know
man.
you do. I know you got PTO. That's what it's there for. Because sometimes niggas need a fucking break.
I
You
take
need a break.
PTO. I take PTO to watch kids. I take PTO to go somewhere for her birthday.
Exactly. That's why going to work it can be easier or fun. It's not all bad going to work, Savage.
Sis, be quiet.
I believe that.
And they talking about foreplay.
If you want her to enjoy it, yes, foreplay. Can we need foreplay? I'm trying to teach you something. Women like foreplay.
Then she had the nerve to tell me, "Oh, the baby's looking." Fuck that baby. You kidding me, bro?
That what? Ew. Don't do the baby like that.
Yo, man.
Poor baby. That shit elsewhere.
Don't be
And Rock, she looking backward. That's how hard she trying to see. Real, she got a headlight. What the fuck?
No,
like Chucky.
in the room. She trying to see what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, she got a neck. And then we stop, right? And then I try to get another hump. I said, "Yo, this nigga like Chucky, yo." Yo.
Oh my god.
Poor babies.
Right. This nigga said to hell with the babies.
Yeah, man, men don't really be taking that much time off of work. Here for the tea. Did you ever had a drought like that? So Mr. Britt said 2 weeks. That's long. Pause. That sounded crazy.
Ew.
Here for the tea. How long y'all was in the drought? Yo, Nina, I'm serious, man. I'm damn babies. It's mad babies. You gotta get what you gotta get. And then you try to go fast, and then it don't work because your mind on the baby and shit. You like, yo, this is terrible, bro. I be wishing the baby just fall off the bed because they don't sleep in their crib.
Savage is back again.
Ladies, what do men want?
We don't give a fuck what you want, Savage.
Yo, look at told you. Tino, baby knows he is. Yo, real shit. Oh man. Savage with the $5. He said, "Hemp, call off one day. She doesn't want to, and she will look at you like, why are you here?"
That's sweet.
God damn. T said, "Yeah, after our first baby, I was in so much pain. The drought was about 2 months. I felt bad. I did other things."
That's what I'm saying. Like, your wife has had a lot of babies.
Back to back.
That's her fault.
Back to back.
That's her fault.
That's her fault.
She didn't get herself pregnant.
Listen, all right, let me ask y'all a question. I did the pull-out method. We didn't get pregnant. So when she wanted to get pregnant, boom, it didn't take long, right? 2 babies. Then she on the pill, missing days, and you know I got super sperm.
No, we
Come
don't.
on,
We
man.
don't know that.
Bruh. My production.
That's problematic. Missing days is problematic.
That's why she got pregnant.
That's why, because she's supposed to be on the thing.
Yeah, she missed in days. I will get you pregnant in a heartbeat.
But it's hard to keep up with them damn pills every day. That's a lot.
That's all right. I
They're
blocked
bad
her on
for us.
Facebook.
And then
Once I found out, I
Them
blocked
pills
her
are
on
bad for our
Facebook.
bodies.
You blocked her on Facebook.
Once I found out she was pregnant, she like, "Babe, I can't find you." Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't.
Why you block her on Facebook? What does that mean?
I'm trying to get her back for getting pregnant.
That means he's petty.
Savage with the $5. I'll take your comments seriously, ladies, when I see you drop all the independent money.
What does that mean?
Does he want us to super chat too, or
my time is worth more than your little $5 here and there?
Ooh.
Man.
These bras gotta go, him. Okay, you ready? Donnie want to get on the computer too.
Donnie. This is family time, sis. Donnie, come here.
I am family.
I know, that's why I said come here. You ain't that sharp, but you still my nephew. Come here.
Oh, he's sharp. He's on the bed looking at his phone.
He ain't moving his feet up and down, right?
No.
He ain't doing no butterfly kicks, is he?
No.
How's he laying? On his stomach?
On his side.
Get on your stand up, nigga. Matter of fact.
Leave him alone. Come on.
All right.
Late. Let that boy rest.
Oh, it's late.
Oh, rest day now. He's gonna be up till 2 playing this video game. And
When you go back to school, hi, sweetheart. When you go back to school?
Thursday.
Big ass
Oh,
son.
2 days from now.
Son,
He's trying to get it in.
big ass son.
He's trying to get in.
I jump down before he started talking about you. Then I'll have to go out there and get him. I got time to play with him.
Damn, man. All right, man. We out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. Much love and respect. I love y'all, man. We did a good job. End on a good note. I think there's a lot to chop up and come back from, to learn more from, to see what we missed out of those conversations, and we keep going up, man. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And we out.
And Google those cereal